Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Janthir Wilds, Guild Wars 2, obviously. I hope you guys liked the FF6 episode that went up yesterday. Yeah, as I explained, the plan here really is to leapfrog. So we'll do Guild Wars, and then the next day we'll do like an alternate series, and then Guild Wars, alternate series, Guild Wars, alternate series. So yeah, the first episode of this was amazing. I really enjoyed it. As I explained, you know, I experienced various levels of burnout and dissatisfaction over the Secrets of the Obscure stuff, or the post-patch areas. But what I experienced in the story here was really good. It was a lot of exactly what I want out of the storytelling, and it feels really meaty. And so I was a little bit interested, though, for like day one with the X-Pack, if there would be a bunch of good reviews, because, like me, everyone was starting early on, and the question was, like, does it fall off? Does it become dissatisfying later? That doesn't seem to be the case, you know. Like, you might say, oh, WP, you've been overly cynical. Maybe that's true, but so far it seems to be getting reviewed really well. And if anything, I've just read people saying that there's too much, like, too much dialogue, too much, like lore books and collectibles and things to collect. But that's never going to be a valid criticism in my eyes. If you're into the game, if you're at that point where, you know, you're interested in the topics and so on, it's only going to be fun. Oh my god, look, actual NPC dialogue. I was saying in the last part, nobody was interrupting me, and I kind of liked it, but I'm curious what they say now. So apparently there's going to be a lot of stuff about the Coden, so I'm really going to try and do my best to sort of dig in and really see what I can learn about them, become fascinated about them, so that hopefully that's not a drag or whatever. But mostly I'm just really excited about this. I did express that one of the things with Secrets of the Obscure for me was there was a lot of good stuff. I could tell there was a lot of good stuff, but it was like side collectibles, missables, things that you can get out of order, and it's kind of just a pain. Like, I don't really want to feel like I'm putting a jigsaw puzzle together all the time. I don't mind a bit of that, and if you think about like classic WP content with Guild Wars 2, a lot of it is sort of that jigsaw puzzle type thing, but I need a good, bulky main story first and foremost. So hopefully, you know, I hear that there's a lot of side lore and side books and stuff. Hopefully that's not like, you know, in an unpleasant way. But I guess we'll see when we get there. So far, it's all been pretty amazing, right? So then the other thing that I did want to talk about is I did play a bit of Guild Wars yesterday. Obviously, I didn't stream it or make any videos, but I did play it. And I did the new fractal. If I press H here, you'll see. So I logged in with a couple of friends. I invited some people from Spud as well. We did the new fractal. So here, Secrets of the Tower, Brothers Together, Wayfind Yourself Out. I think it was pretty good. It's very short. It's basically, my description of it would be that it is a slice of the Wizard's Tower, exactly, with very little art. It seems like there's almost no art, like new art or anything in it. There's a bit of dialogue, a bit of voice acting. Basically, it's set, I think, when Eparch's getting kicked out of the tower before. So it's a fight. And what so it's very, very short. There's a little bit of like a mini game-ish puzzle. It's basically a small bit of preamble and then a boss fight. And the boss isn't a massive HP sponge or anything. I think it's a really good fractal. What I've been saying for years is that the fractals are over, like, done. When ArenaNet do them, this is always the thing with ArenaNet. They deliver you 300 when they only need to deliver you 100, right? Like, a lot of the fractals, the longer they get, paradoxically, even though that means they've been well funded and they're really good experiences, it annoys people. You don't want a really long fractal because it's farmable repeat content, and the really long ones are kind of aggravating. So, like, they can just kind of get, like, even though it's good, it can kind of get in the way. This tower, the Lonely Tower, this new fractal feels very short, very quick, but it's kind of perfect to me. You know, it doesn't deliver much more than that, but I don't think I was looking for much more than that. You get actually, my favorite thing about it is not the final boss. There is a moment where you fight Deimos and Ceres, the brothers, together. And it's so cool. It's cool just from like a lore and theme idea. But in game, they actually have all the same mechanics, you know? There's the giant like pizza slice knockback like blowout launch thing that Deimos spams. And there's like the rage crushes that Ceres does. So you can kind of like have to double dodge them both. The blacks from Deimos appear. The Malices where the shadows spawn and Ceres is trying to eat them. It's like doing Bastion of the Penitent and the Temple of Thebe at the same time. It's awesome. They're very... But that's not the final boss. That's just like a mini-boss. So they're, you know, they're very squishy and they don't do that much damage even at scale 100. But it's cool. And I redid the Fractal maybe 3 or 4 times going through getting the achievements. And each time we got to that fight, there were different things happening. Like how their mechanics like lined up and stuff.
Need to focus,
and I was just really thrilled by that.
Diplomacy is delicate work.
Holy shit, Malice is here. She just dinged me some kind of an achievement. Ash Legion Diplomacy. Find Malice's hiding spot in the Harvest Den before it's time to meet up with her. What? Really? That's a hidden achievement as well, guys. There's no AP for that. Well, I just got a hidden achievement. So we have to meet Malice later. Oh, wow, and I found her already. Anyway, yeah, so the Fractal was good. Short, sweet, and it's funny, actually, to think. Deimos gives you a demon in a raid. Ceres gives you a demon in a strike mission. And Eparch is the final boss of that Fractal, gives you a demon in a Fractal. You kind of get all the big iconics in each area. You also obviously have Meta Event Eparch as the spider, which is my favourite of the 3. And you have Story Journal Eparch, which was a bit lackluster to me. But wow, okay, so Malice is here, hiding and watching. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That was just a little bit of a chat about what I've been doing in the meantime. You guys let me know if there's anything wrong with the stream, if it's too loud, if it's too quiet, whatever. And I do recommend you guys give it a shot. Game is so good right now, have fun. Yeah, there was a little bit of controversy about this as well, which was some of the prices for the Homestead, I think. But and I saw people talking about this in Spud. I have no real experience yet. I'm hoping to get a Homestead today, but I don't begrudge them for putting a gold sink in the game. I think that there have to be things like that. And I'll tell you guys, the most money I have ever spent on Guild Wars 2. Well, yeah, the whole franchise. The most real-life money, like spending 40 quid for gems, right? The most I've ever done that is with Guild Hall decorating. Like, there's just something about it that really gets under my skin. And I'm like, oh, I really want this thing. I really want that thing. I've spent over the years, but it happens in, like, waves, so I spend far too much. But I've had periods where I've spent, you know, like... Oh, God, I don't know. I've bought, like, packets of 4K gems, like, 3, 4, 5 times... in a single, like, era of decoration fanaticism, right? So maybe I'm really into decorating for a month, and so where I've spent the most money, like obscene amounts of money, all on gems, all for gold, all to get decorations for the guild. That's one of the reasons Spud has absolutely so much stuff, just an unbelievable amount of stuff in his hall. It's because there's something about it, I don't know, when I'm in like a building project, if I don't quite have everything I want, it feels off. So I haven't played with Homesteads or anything, but if ArenaNet put a bit of a gold sink in it, I've got that natural inclination to think everyone's a little bit like me. So since I know I have the capacity to really want money to decorate, I assume I'll fill that in Homesteads as well, and it's probably a good thing for the game, for funding for the game, for encouraging people to actually play it and earn in-game gold and stuff. I don't know. Obviously, there's this very juvenile thing of, oh, I want everything instantly, but, you know, and there is such a thing as them going too far with the gold sink, so we'll see.
It turns into a knight, drinking blood and channeling darkness and...
And this creature is from a children's tale?
Uh-huh. So we remember not to go to the cliffs alone.
Oh, it did...
Brave you newcomers are. You go alone to all sorts of scary places us Coden never would. Like the bog.
Excuse me, I need to make a call to my superior!
It's weird. It really upsets me in this game where I recognize the character's voice. Like, I don't want to hear that guy as Goric. You know, whatever. I did not catch the start of that. But they're talking about some kind of boogeyman or some kind of creepy thing or something in the cliffs. I was going to read this journal, but it said page 3. I'd love to do it in order, because you can't easily read them retroactively, but we'll see. Still cold winds. Life in the Lowlands. Oh my god, here we go. Let's see. Woohoo! So, read all the books scattered around the Lowlands shore. That's the first map. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 books in the first map. Holy shit. But thankfully, only 3 of them look like they are in sequence. So that whole out of order thing hopefully won't be a big deal. But then again, many of them can be in sequence. They're just not appended with page 1, page 2, page 3. Am I going to go broke in Homesteads? No, I'm really not in a position financially to do that. I'm quite ashamed of actually spending real world money to help decorate the Spud Hall. There's kind of that thing where it's like a communal thing, so you're kind of sharing it with people, but it's I don't know. So we'll see. But what I'm saying is I like building houses, and I think I'm going to feel the urge to have money again, which is good. Like, I only have 165 gold right now, and I'll be looking into earning more. The weird thing is, the way I have earned money in the past is through doing PvP tournaments, and I don't think I'm getting back into that scene again. Even though there have been these really cool updates and stuff. I just look back on so many experiences I've had in PvP. The community is just so small and so cliquey and so mean-spirited. Like, I was thinking the other day, I was randomly reminded of this. When I was last playing a lot of the PvP, I was like getting into top 10 on the leaderboard, solo queue. And I had like a weekend where I kept queuing in and just tanking all my games, just getting obliterated over and over and over and over again. And I sort of thought nothing of it. I thought it was just the dodgy matchmaking because there's absolutely no community, blah, blah, blah. And then I was told by someone like a week later that some French players didn't like that I was on the top 10. So they specifically queue-sniped me all weekend, specifically to tank my rating. And when I look back at that, and at the time I thought, oh, that's lame or whatever, because you don't really care. But when I look back at stuff like that, it's like, why bother with a scene like that, you know? With mean people that's too small, that can be too easily manipulated and stuff. The one answer is gold. You get a lot of gold. But I don't know, man. I think that chapter is over for me. But we'll see. Anyway, what does this say? Still cold winds. Still cold winds. Return north. The Bearkin mourn. Your bite. Be gone, cold winds. Leave us. Their blood dried. Autumn's orange. Okay, is it going to be a lot of poemy things again, like we saw at the end of Secret of the Obscure? Because I don't know how deeply I'm going to engage with those. But okay, still cold winds. So what is this? Are we talking about Jormag in a way, maybe? Is this just some part of their culture? I don't know. We'll see. I don't have enough of the broader picture. I assume it's going to be a lot of like insights into how they live in nature and how nature and the seasons and things affect these people's lives and how they, you know, how they reach equilibrium. That's the word I'm looking for. The Flesh Stalkers. More Flesh Stalkers breached the mountain pass. The stench reached our noses as the first scream sounded. Something about the breeze told me that the rest of the world was quaking too. Surely we are not the only ones to endure these beasts. When the wind carried the smell of blood back to the delta, my mind shot to the years prior. The frigid air that swept through the mountains, the lines of smoke billowing from the bonfires on the horizon, and then the disappearance of those lines as each outpost was demolished by the ice spawn. The Bearkin bodies stacked higher than the peat harvest. Holy fuck. I was going to say something in the last episode. I don't know whether I fully managed to get the whole thing out. But it's really interesting that the game is treating the Cryptus Invasions as a big event that people have been reacting to, even though they're off screen. And that's good, right? I'm not criticizing that. That's really good, and I'm really happy with that. But it feels odd that this is being given so much deference when the end of Dragons had it had reality, like, disintegrating. Remember that bit right at the end of Dragons where we get like a shot of Bram fighting at Holbrack, do you remember? And we had like a shot of, who else did we see? Was there a shot to Ritlock maybe or something? We saw all these it was a cutscene with these random flashes to all these different areas of Tyria, showing that the End of Dragons stuff was like major shit all over Tyria. And I remembered when that happened, this is one of the things I really didn't like about End of Dragons. I remember thinking, well, that should affect the whole world now. Everyone should be talking about that. That's absolutely massive. It's not just a thing that happened in the Jade Sea. It happened here. It, in theory, happened on every continent and every island we've never even explored in Guild Wars. Like, if we ever get an expansion where we go off to the Sunset Isles or whatever, or, you know, anything from the Big Dermot Priory floor map, they should be talking about the day that this thing happened. And I thought, oh, that's so limiting and blah, 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 blah. And, well, ArenaNet are doing really good with the Cryptus thing here, but it just keeps making me think, like, we haven't heard anyone talk about that other bit, you know? It's just little things like that in End of Dragons felt like they went too big. But anyway. Was it Bram at Cragstead? Was that what we saw? Can you get all of your audio a little bit louder? No, you have a volume control on your device that you can turn up to make the whole thing louder. This is as loud as it'll be. So yeah, okay. Anyway, cool. And I like that they're referencing this. We can hand wave the end of Dragons. This is a nice balcony here. Oh my god, a pretty good view. Yeah, the main thing I've heard about this map is people are saying it's massive. Like, just absolutely huge, and the big scale of everything makes it feel very beautiful. It does look good. I like the rainbow there. We've got some spiders around. I don't know. Okay, let's just continue with the main story, I guess. I would like to get all the side books and things. Right now, I'm really into this, and I'm thinking, fuck, I want to do that. Also, the fact I just met Malice makes me think there could be any number of other things we could do. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, the gold-trimmed journal, page 3. Let's read this. Also, I can interact with it. That's just to sit in the chair. Okay, so this is page 3. I don't know what page 2 and 1 say. With a renewed sense of the value of my craft, I fear my days in Harvest Den are numbered. A shame, truly. This place calms my tired spirit. I've written a number of bespoke pieces during my time here, but I do worry about bringing too much attention to this place. My fame is unrelenting. Oh, it's from Snargle. My fame is unrelenting, and my pages will surely inspire others to come experience it for themselves. It was a hard choice to leave these pages behind, but I'll be leaving these pieces as a gift to the Lowlanders, a lingering kiss long after a lover's farewell. Perhaps they'll think of me as they read them. I wonder if Snargle's in this. I unironically really liked all the Snargle stuff in End of Dragons. I thought he was a brilliant presence in that expansion. I loved the stuff about the publicist and like how the story developed a bit, map by map. So that will be very fun, I will say. Okay, so by the way, we unlocked the Warclaw skin. Does that mean we have the Warclaw now? I assume it does. But we just don't have... Because I don't know how this lines up. If I was a player that didn't unlock the Wild vs. Wild equivalent of it, would I have it already, you know? I'm assuming we can actually travel on this. It feels pretty quick, actually. Wait. Did they just baseline improve the Warclaw? Is this always how fast it's been? This feels fast. Is it faster in Wild vs. Wild as well now? Salutations, Wayfinder. We've got some information on areas that could use some help, if you're up for it. What do you do? Well, depending on the ask, I can help you track some areas where my bearkin or even some of your magic friends could use more hands in potentially time-sensitive situations. What a generic way of speaking about the crises around. Okay, the Coden Sparring Arena could use additional participants. Oh, so we're not actually going to get the scout cutscene. We're just... What it's going to do is it's going to ding, it's going to create... It's going to highlight the event on the top right for me. Odd creatures are terrorizing the local wildlife. Oh, I'm quite disappointed in that. I was really excited to have a normal-ass scout there. Okay. Yeah, it did get a speed boost. It's faster, the 3 leaps go a bit further. Yeah, so this is just a jump. Oh, the leap is pretty snappy feeling, eh? Oh, you know, I knew that the Warclaw was going to get new stuff. I thought it was all bound to the masteries, though. That's what I thought it was. That's interesting. Empowered beehive. You found an empowered beehive. Train the Lowland beehive's mastery in the Lowland Code and Mastery track to use it. Cool. I hope I get the experience where you get to pick one of the 3. Oh my god, this is quite good. Seeing a dynamic event here like this. I feel a little bit like I'm in Vanilla Guild Wars 2. Just a little bit, which is very good. Oh, this character doesn't have any gathering tools. Now, with the purchase of this expansion, there were gathering tools that you get. Infinite ones. But I don't know where they are on my account. Do they have just a regular merchant that I can buy some tools from? I guess they don't. That's quite a shock, actually. But it's okay, because we do obviously have, I guess, the Mistlock Sanctuary. So hold on, let me buy some gathering tools for this character. And hopefully when we return, we'll be in the same mega server, so the that same event will be up. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't actually know where just the most generic vendor is. Usually these guys sell you stuff though, don't they? There you go, they act as regular vendors. So we get one of each of these, and just see where they go for us. Obviously we could have done other ones. And then if I double click the pass again, I should go back exactly to where it was. There is a regular merchant at Moon Camp. Oh, is there? I see. Cottage says, unfortunately, some of the law books, particularly the one-time read achievements, may miss the second page, so sentences cut off. Ah, brutal. You've submitted a bug report? Well, yeah, hopefully that gets fixed before I get to them. Okay, so in this, it's get Warclaw cubs back in their pens before they eat the cabbages. So I can gather the pack... No, this is just me gathering the cabbages for myself. This is me stealing the cabbages that I'm meant to be saving in the event. I suppose we're leaving some. Okay, and now the event's over and I missed however it worked.
He'll let them gnaw his house down before a stern word crosses his tongue.
By the way, guys, there was a pet rebalance, right? Does anyone have any suggestions for a cool pet for me to use? And I'll let you guys in chat name them as well. If you guys want me, because I think I saw someone in Spud saying that this gives me stealth now. A Jaguar gives me stealth. And the new Ranger Spear, when we get it, will give us a lot of stealth as well, which could be interesting. I don't know the full scope of what they did with the pet update, so if you guys have fun thoughts, let me know. Obviously, you can see this character doesn't have all of them. This is my second Ranger, and apparently I haven't grabbed everything. Alexander Schmidt gifted 5 memberships. Oh, thank you so much. It's funny. That's very Twitch-like, isn't it? Twitch-like. Oh man, I haven't had that experience of someone gifting subs for ages. Dude, thank you very much, and congrats to everyone who got one. That's really cool. There is a new pet on this map. Yeah, Secrets of the Obscure had the pet like late and at the end of the last meta. I honestly think that pet is going to be one of the rarest pets in the game, because it released so late in the Secrets of the Obscure expansion, in kind of the what's that phrase? The slump years, the slump months. I can't remember. There's a phrase. Anyway, it was kind of a quiet time for Guild Wars, right? And then a mini X-Pack has come out and sort of eclipsed it really quickly, and we're starting the mini X-Pack thing. So in 12 months we'll be doing this again, and then again, and then again, which is so exciting and cool, assuming ArenaNet keep going like as they are, which would just be fantastic and make me very happy. But it means this is going to feel like a very small bit of the game, you know, and you're going to need people to do the whole meta to get the pet. Oh, Sota had 3 pets? Oh, this shows what I know. The last one was the Spine Gazer. This guy here, the Spine Gazer, is who I'm talking about. Yeah, I guess there was the Skychak. The Aether Hunter, I don't even remember. Which was the Aether Hunter? Anyway, sorry. This is all probably a little bit, you know, it's not really Janthir Wilds. Yeah, so if you guys have... oh, Juvenile Warclaw. Oh, but is that on this map? So we could have a Warclaw pet and be riding a Warclaw. That would be quite cool. Stoic Alder's house. Isn't an alder like a title? Like, isn't an alderman a thing? Is that like a landlord, an alderman? Oh, here's Gold Trim Journal 1. Suddenly I feel like they're all going to be comic relief. You know, there's not going to be big lore bombs here, but here we go. Another message from Snargle. This is his first one. I thought my creativity would be dull and rotted from an exhaustive cycle of self-doubt. My pen hand trembling over the paper at every attempt to overcome the cloud that fogged my vision. Oh, so he's got a bit of writer's block, writer's doubt here. Where are you? I called to myself. A younger Goldclaw stands at a pier. Hold on, is he writing fiction about himself here? And I, his muse, an established writer and absolutely magnificent, float in the opposite direction of a drifting raft. I watch as my hopeful younger aura fades into the fog. Wow, he's not a bad writer sometimes, you know. Kippo has rejected my latest manuscript. The Eternal Alchemy of my heart, called The Eternal Alchemy of My Heart, and instead has proposed I write a sequel to Destiny's Pledge. Is that what our world has fallen to? Is my novel work not exciting enough? Unripe, certainly, but I can't humour the thought or I'll never scribe again. I've informed Kippo that I am taking a writing retreat. Me, myself and my thoughts, and a well-stocked collection of paper and smoked meats will begin our journey in Divinity's Reach and march northward. Snargle. Dude, listen, this is cool, but this would have been 1,000 times cooler if this exact message, as it's written here, was in Secrets of the Obscure. It'd be a bit of a tip of the hand, I guess, as to where... No, it wouldn't be a total tip of the hand as to where the game's going, as long as they have a bunch of different things suggestive of a bunch of different directions all at once. But wouldn't that have been cool if for a year we'd been thinking to ourselves, fuck, Snargle's going north of DR. And now we're in the payoff phase of that. Anyway, so we hear a little bit about why he came here. I loved Kippo. Kippo was awesome. We can sleep in the bed, but I'm going to choose not to. Actually, I'm going to choose to. That's quite cool. So it positions my model in a very specific place and just does the regular sleepy mode. Because we can emulate that ourselves by doing it like this, right? Well, she's gone the other way here, but you get what I mean. Okay. And I noticed they have my my model a little bit lower down, so I'm not quite with my ear on the pillow, because I'd probably clip into the pillow. Okay, so that's the south of the village. It's actually, it's pretty good, actually. There's quite a few houses. Like, what about these ones? Are these all explorable as well? Do you guys have dialogue? Do you have dialogue? Can we play an instrument here? No? Oh, we can play instruments here. There's bells. Rehearsal. Play an instrument in the Lowlands rehearsal room. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Do any of you guys have muscle memory for any of the instruments? I feel like I haven't heard anyone playing songs for a while, but that's probably because... No, I have player instrument on. For a long time I had it off, especially while streaming, because, you know, as much as I love you guys, people run over and just spam like a bell. And I had the audio set up in such a way that it was extremely loud. We got a dog we can interact with. We can pet the dog, maybe? No? I'm also curious about pressing F on these doors, since at the start of the expansion earlier, we could do that. There's another event here. Get Warclaw Clubs back in the pen. This is the cabbage one again. Well, I'm not going to worry about that, just so that we can get a little bit more of a move on here. Lowland Shores Explorer, 4 out of 4. So that's just because we unfogged this huge area. Unfogged this huge area here, I suppose. There's a den guard. I like this. I like all the wooden things, the earthy tones. I also, by the way, my wizard's hat probably feels like a bit of a weird one on this character. I'm not sure I like the glasses, but I feel like a representative of the wizard's court here at the moment, so it kind of fits, I think. All right, all these houses were not explorable, which is a disappointment, but I kind of expected, to be honest. There is more detail here than I thought that there was going to be. In fact, hold on. Ooh, we're stuck apparently. What's going on with these guys over here? Hello. Please do not distract them. They're currently in the midst of a long-standing staring contest. Okay, this guy here. Oh, that's great. Oh, it makes it feel very creepy the way I just look at them now, and I won't ever interpret them just sitting there looking around the same way now. They have a quiet intensity about them. Alright. This wall looks interesting with the big red bits on it. I guess it's just a bit of decoration, really. Okay, now this is the place we were already in, right? That was the first place. Good. And I assume we'll go back there in a minute because of Malice being there. Wow, the village actually goes all the way over there as well. Oh, wow, I kind of want to go across that bridge. Is there anyone we could do anything with? The tables and chairs there? Hello. Oh, the Russian Rapids do look good. It's kind of a nice skybox as well, sort of overcast, but with some moments of the sky shining through. Bare, poor fields.
If you've got a spare moment,
I could use a hand burning the sickly crops.
To be honest...
This time of season, we harvest as many healthy crops as possible before the frost creeps in. The infected ones are burned to contain their ill and make way for future life. Such is the way of things. Tough to tell from afar, but if you inspect them closely, it'll be clear which are beyond saving.
This is going to be a bit like that one in the fields in Season 4 where you run through the reeds, remember? You trying to shake out the plagued plants. What can I do to help? So this is a heart, is it? Why is the heart icon backed with, like, the white dialogue thing? Some of these crops are infested with insects. Unfortunately, unlike the others, they can't be cleansed by peaceful means. They eat into the crop wholly, destroying it from within. So we need to get rid of them? Correct. We just burn the infested crops to prevent the prevent the spread. Grab a torch from the bonfire and use it on the ailing ones, but please be careful not to burn the unhealthy ones. It does. It sounds like it's going to be the exact same mechanic, and that's fine. I haven't experienced that for ages. So, but what do they mean by crops? These? I think we run through until we see one shakes weirdly. It'd be quite cool if I could do this on a warclaw. Oh, like that one? Oh, it even gets a health bar. That kind of ruins the game a bit. And there you go, it's burned. Now, I assume maybe these as well. So speaking about crops, you guys want to hear a fun, weird little story about something I'm doing in real life? So I got a fish tank a year ago, and it's going very well. I've grown a lot of plants in there now, and I've had to cull them, and, you know, it's going quite well. But basically what I bought was... So there's like this hydroponic thing some people do where they grow regular plants above the tank. Yeah, this one didn't get a health bar. And I'm trying that essentially. So I bought some like pots, some little plastic pots for like £4 or £5 or something. And they hang on the rim of the tank up at the top. And then you can plant any kind of plant you like. And these plants, they'll stretch their roots out into the water so the fish can swim around the roots that will spread and go really far. But the plant itself will grow out above, and it will have, you know, leaves out in the air and have effectively unlimited CO2. So, you know, it can thrive and it can grow very well. So I bought a couple of these pots. Now, apparently, really good beginner plants to try with these. And obviously, they keep a lot of nitrates out of the water and so on. Apparently, a really good thing to start with is a potato. Seriously. So I have planted, I say that in quotes, a potato on the rim of my tank at the moment, and I'm waiting to see if it spreads its roots. Now, I've left potatoes in the cupboard for like too long, and then you finally get back to it and you realize there's roots growing out of it everywhere, you know. Potatoes seem to be able to grow in any goddamn condition. So I'm hoping by having it in the water here, or like it's got to be like partially submerged in the water, I'm hoping it will work out. But it was like a week ago I did it now, and I've seen absolutely no movement yet, so we will see. But should be fun, hopefully. Oh, I fell in the water there, so I lost my thing. And then apparently it will get, the potato itself will get quite rotted eventually, and it will go mushy. So the game is to, like, I need to cut it away, and I can take like some of the saplings or something. And what's that word when it comes to plants? Propagate, I think there's a way I can propagate it and eliminate the potato itself eventually. So it's just a little bit of an experiment and something fun. So I'll look at it too. Look at those crops there, made me think of it, because I want nice big leafy plants above the tank itself. I think that would be such a cool natural look, you know, and a way to get a lot more out of it without necessarily overloading the water's ecosystem itself. Okay, I guess we're falling. This is probably going to kill the Warclaw. I'm really sorry. Oh my god, we survived. How was I supposed to get down there? Oh, just this ramp? Okay, I see. Oh my god, there is a lot to explore. There's, oh my god. Okay, a bunch of notes on a wall. It says the plan. You see pages filled with complex diagrams, detailed lists, and what appears to be a rough sketch of Lion's Arch. But whatever language this is scrawled in is beyond your comprehension. That looks like New Crichton, straight away, by the way. That is New Crichton. But okay, let's trust the commander thinks it's a different language. What the hell? Who could this be? Why could this... Hold on, so the Coden here have got plans concerning Lion's Arch? Or just the person who was living here? Wait, Mrs. Jeeves? The creature stares at you blankly, an annoyed look on its face. Leave the animal alone for now. Alright, look, I'm not gonna make any attempt to hide the fact. I don't remember all the cats in the lore. At this very moment, I don't even remember the really famous cat. Who was the cat that won the cat competition? And then there's like a story about the cat that came second, and then there's the cat that came third. I don't remember the names of any of the cats that I have in my home instance. Now, if you guys are interested, I have a whole playlist of me and Boots collecting all of those, if you guys want to go have fun with that. Was Mr. Jeeves one of those cats? This is related to the best achievement in the expansion. Now, I know that the homesteads allow you to put your cats in the homestead, so good on ArenaNet for that. Is Ms. Jeeves, sorry, a part of all that? I don't know. Who could be here? They have some kind of, like, forge? I'm thinking this is some kind of outsider. It's not actually a Coden that lives here. It's someone else. Look at these huge houses. My God. They'd be a bit drafty, but Jesus. It's actually, a lot of this architecture feels very Norn-like, you know. Oh, so, we were talking... What were we talking about? For some reason, the topic of Coden as a playable race came up. Or just the idea... Oh, I think people in Spud were talking about how there's a good variety of Coden, and wouldn't it be cool to be able to play them now? And I said, oh, that's the same as with End of Dragons. There were loads of Tengu variants, and it would have been nice, you know, they all would have been good character customization for that. And so we were talking a bit about that. Now, apparently, one of the articles or a video someone made in an interview or something around Janthir Wild's press that I missed completely. But apparently, modern ArenaNet did say they tried to put Coden in as a playable thing into this expansion, but and apparently even really tried, but it's just too big of an idea and it's out of scope for, you know, their funding and how big they think that these things should be. So I think there's quite a modern comment. I don't know whether you guys in chat could want to post a link to it or whatever, or find the exact quote. Yeah, they were still thinking about new playable races, but they couldn't do it. And I think it's one of those things where they're still not saying no ever, but in all reality, it probably is going to be a never. And, you know, you got to remember, they're fans of the game just as much as we're fans of the game. They know how cool it would be to have a new playable race. They know the pros and cons, broadly. And they will have tried. So, I don't know. I'm still not going to get off it, though, because I think it would be so good and so cool for the game. But, you know. You want to see Black Bear Coden? They would be, like, smaller, right? And a bit like these guys, maybe a bit less fat around their necks. Oh, is this an adventure? Eager Sparrow. Hey there, outsider. You up for a game of hide-and-seek with some of us? Tell me more. Well, you know, a bunch of us will hide, and it's your job to find everyone as quickly as possible. We'll even help you out by giving you an easy way to know it's us when you get close. To be honest, I actually don't want to do this, because there's so many. Are they all going to leave? I like that there's an adventure. I will probably do these. But the hide-and-seek adventures have not been too fun for me in the past. Look, Boots is already on there, quite high up. It took him 1 minute 30 to find 12. We'll put it on the to-do list, but I do want to get to the main story. So my goal right now is to slowly get towards Keith.
Hey, you look like someone who doesn't mind getting a little soot on you, eh?
Okay, another
Got
heart.
plenty of ore here ready for smelting. It's tough work, but it helps keep this town running. What do you say? Or are you afraid to get your fancy clothes dirty?
Oh, the Warclaw has a sniff button to help with the adventure. That's interesting. And it can bug, depending on the instance you're in. See, that's another thing I don't really want to wrestle with. Also, guys, that voice is not Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is, oh, it's much higher. Oh, no. Ho-ho! That's the Mickey Mouse thing, isn't it? That's basically South Park Mickey Mouse. Yeah, a new series of Boots videos for this expansion. Except he's a parent now, you know, so that means his leisure time is effectively over. Ho there, want to give us a hand refining ore? I'll pass for now, thank you. But we've got ingot crates, and tool storage, and mechanical tool hammers. This is a bit odd. This is a bit like my Power World base that I was playing earlier in the year. A little bit. In that we had a long corridor-like room with a bunch of, like, big machines like this in it. And I think I'm seeing stuff like this spark fly and thinking it's... And also maybe the sound effect, you know? That hammering sound effect is making me think of Power World. As you get random creatures doing your work for you. Oh, I like the look of this, though. This place is cool. Nice mix of machinery and mechanics with the nature. It looks like it's a fire hazard, but it's a magical world, guys. You never know what sort of enchantments are in place to keep this as is. This also feels... Now, I'm not really much of a World of Warcraft guy, but when I played WoW Classic, I played a Tauren. And it feels... I can't even remember what that place is called anymore, but it reminds me a bit of that place.
You have that look in your eye.
Soon. My forging has yielded very little so far. Heard tell of glass stones and petrified wood along the western coast. Proper accents for a first spear.
Good. Good. When you return, bring me what you've found.
Damn, none of it's getting
Certain
printed.
I have a few ingots and baubles lying around to add to your materials, if you'd like.
Hardy Paws, I...
Proud your kin would be, were they still here. It's the least I can do.
Oh my god, Kerry, I didn't even notice you were typing. I seriously, I only just spotted that. WoW Classic gives you PTSD. WoW Classic was really fun. I loved WoW Classic. It's a very different kind of product, I think, to what most other MMOs I've ever played. It was really about inhabiting and living in a real, like it felt like a world. There was so much, like, coherent and, like, I don't know, just like little features like when someone crafts something, you see the name of the person who crafted it and it actually gets traded around that world. The limited teleportation and stuff. It really felt real, you know? And they did it brilliantly. I've never played another MMO that got that sense of it being like a real world to escape in. Ever, anywhere else. Like, WoW Classic made me understand why people roleplay. You know, like when Guild Wars 2 started and we had like roleplay communities coming in, I was like, this is kind of weird. Like, what are these people getting out of it? You're clearly playing a video game. I didn't have that perspective of where they were probably coming from, which is WoW Classic, where, like I really get it with that game. And to build that sense is to take a lot of quality of life away from players and to really slow the experience down and to sort of create a... It's almost like a different genre, I think, you know? Like, MMO is basically the worst thing that's... The phrase MMO is like the worst thing that's happened to this fragment of the industry, because people say, oh, it's an MMO, and immediately get a bunch of expectations about what it is or isn't. But MMOs can be so wildly different. I really loved WoW Classic. I thought I had so much fun in that game. And by the way, guys, I'm not talking about actual Classic. I never played the actual original. I'm talking about a couple of years ago when they re-released it. I did a video on it, didn't I? Didn't I do Guild Wars 1 versus WoW Classic? I can't remember what I said in that script. It's quite long as well. I think I have a really long video on GW1 v Classic and GW2 v 14. Okay, Master of the Spear by Snargle. We got another Snargle novel here. And this one, I guess, will be smut. Quivering warmth jammed the tip of her spear into the training dummy, almost yelling out in frustration in the process. It felt good to work out some of her anger. And as she had a lot to be angry about, with her ex-boyfriend, Devious Weasel, what a name, trying to get her into trouble with the local claw. And then there was that strange newcomer, Rigid Branch. She gripped tighter onto the length of the spear shaft, thinking of those big paws of his. All of these other bearkin sent her into torpor, but that one, for some reason I cannot read lately. A spear whipped past her, planting itself into the dummy's head and snapping her out of her thoughts. She looked back to see Rigid Branch approaching, holding another spear in his hand already. Wow, she thought, staring at it. That's the biggest spear I've ever seen. Is that why they call him Rigid Branch? Quivering warmth remained frozen, overwhelmed by the moment, as Rigid Branch came over and pulled out the embedded spear. Already in torpor you are, he teased. She shook her head at him, flustered. You'll never get the job done, gripping it like... Oh, sorry, it's still him. You'll never get the job done, gripping it like that, he continued, his paws touching hers. He loosened her grip, transferring her paws over... Let's read that again. He loosened her grip, transferring her paws over to the longer spear. He stood behind her, setting her feet, showing her how to position for maximum effectiveness. As his big, strong paws wrapped around hers, she couldn't help but wonder if there might be a different reason they called him Rigid Branch. Wow, they get very, very, very overt about it by the end. ArenaNet, they want to be careful, you know. Be careful, old Janet, because you will. It doesn't take much to stoke the fires of the furry community. And that's what we're doing here. Look at that. There you go, Master of the Spear. So I guess he got over his writer's block. These are the, what did he describe them as? Kisses from a departed lover. We just had our first kiss from a departed lover, guys. Beautiful, wasn't it? Okay. I find myself really tempted to go explore the Lupine Fields. Down here, I want to see if there's a map exit. What a dumb thing to be, like, obsessed with doing. Oh, music's changing down here. Oh, we have a meta. Sleuth Brawl Fields. A sparring match is currently taking place in the arena. Crowd excitement. Minimal.
Hey, Wayfinder. Janthir is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected.
Holy shit, the music's quite good. Oh, yeah, please tell me I can just fight. Okay, good. Alright, we got a break bar. Let's get in. Oh, the problem is I'm untamed, and I still haven't really... What did the 4 do again? Envelop myself in thorns, striking nearby enemies, gain stab for a brief duration. Gain additional bonuses and nature strength if I get hit an enemy. Fuck me, he's hitting hard. Feels a bit POF-y, actually. I really need to calibrate this. Okay, the 3 will break a bar. And what do I have here? Jaguar. I think random stealth is going to be useful. Let's do sword. I have sword dagger. Sword hits so hard now. Did I just see a 20k crit for an auto? I'm not going to even attempt to dodge that. Holy fuck. Yeah, next episode we'll definitely change our build.
True. Your movements are elegant and graceful. A flower just bloomed.
We'll find something really nice, a good hybrid build.
We'll be back to the action soon, after this quick break.
I think I've read, I'm not sure, but I think, because things have been trickling back to me, but I think I have read that there is no meta in this map. Is that right, guys? I think there's no main meta. But I've also read people are upset because in the second map, the meta dialogue fires across the entire map and, like, spoils the story. Hello, Outsider. Would you like some confetti? We usually throw it at the participants. Bolsters confidence and health. Throw a handful of confetti at the target location, granting allies in a radius regeneration and might. Increases crowd excitement. Oh, so I could have stayed here, contributing to the meta without actually fighting. That's interesting. We might try that the next time. Apparently they did half of the heart as well for me immediately. Speaking of the heart, I think the heart is... I think Keith is the heart. Oh my god, we're getting gifts and things. Sorry guys, I'm doing bad with chat again. Yeah, that music did sound really good. I'm wondering if it will be a bit much when it comes blaring in, you know.
So you're a plant person?
For the
Can
50th
you make
time.
your own food? Do animals graze on you?
Making friends already, Keith? Delightful, aren't they? What I love about children is their shamelessly charming lack of tact.
Willow, focus. We're training, not harassing newcomers.
But how pretty she is! I love her flowers best of all.
How sweet. These were a gift from a very dear friend. A dragon friend.
There's a dragon here as well?
I'm afraid we're on this adventure without her. She's resting. And she's more than earned it.
Something you have not, Willow. Back to your sets.
Could complete these with my eyes closed. Now this newcomer looks like a fine sparring match for you, Swift Rapids.
Never trained with spears before?
Really?
Oh, we're getting our spear.
Naturally. Talk to my sparring partner, Mists of Dawn. She'll help you get a feel for it. Most couldn't train in spears before they can talk. Though some prefer to exercise their jabbering jaws.
Thank you for letting us watch.
Okay, thought one. No Sylvari have come up here at all in the past, what is it now, 35 years, 40 years? In a way that sounds implausible to me. In another way, I love it. Because, like, if this was the Janthir mainland already, right, if we were across the water, I would 100% say, yeah, fine. But here, they haven't had any Sylvari travelers. But on the other side, though, I kind of like this idea that Tyria is still in, like, that
prime advantage.
virgin state, you know, where there really aren't that many Sylvari in a lot of places, and we still get to experience that joy.
Ah, seems we've garnered an audience. Care to measure your spear skills against our Cubs newcomer? They may be youngsters still, but spear work is in their blood. Most have been practicing since before they could speak. Cubs, show our visitor a formidable fight. Keep moving, hit hard and fast, and strike your target.
Jesus Christ, he just
Spears only now.
He keeps going!
No
Alright,
shooting by
I'm gonna
sword, bow, axe.
mute so we can talk, and then unmute. We'll keep it down there or something. Okay, then the other thing, so Aurene being mentioned there, that's quite, look, I'm conflicted here, because I don't really like Aurene. I'd like us to move on from her and not really think about her again. However, alright, I can't go out on episode 1 of this playthrough applauding the connective tissue and all the nods to all the other areas of the lore and the canon, and then bitch when they do it for Aurene. Look, it's good. It's good that we still talk. Aurene's a massive thing. Aurene was a huge part of the story recently. And even though I'm happy to see the back of her, and I kind of don't like the idea of the game thinking about her too much, I think it's good still that they're doing it. Especially, come on, it's Keith. And Keith's talking about her transformation there, which is also really cool. Because it's all I ever think about when I look at her now. I think, oh, it's weird that she got transformed and nothing really came of it. Also, it's kind of cool that these guys might find I'm an interesting one to look at as well, you know, because I'm playing a Sylvari right now. We haven't had any race-specific dialogue yet, have we? Okay, also, I saw in chat that, yes, I can get an achievement, so I'll try and get that. Also, somebody told me to scroll up, I think. Just so that you know, I can't really easily do that at the moment. Not with, like, a full, like, Windows alt tab out. So... But I don't mind people reposting messages at all if I've missed them. Alright, well, I tried cheering from the stand, and it doesn't appear that there was anything going on. Okay, so, talk to Mists of Dawn about obtaining a spear. Oh, that was someone we were standing right... No, around over here. Oh my god, people are gifting out loads of these subs. Noftasmos, thank you very much, man. Congrats to the people who got one. I don't really know what it means. Look, to tell you the truth, guys, it's probably better to be a YouTube member than a Twitch member. Because I think that if you're a YouTube member, it will show when you make comments, even on my normal videos, like stuff that isn't live and whatever. I think it will show up. So, you know, and I can, in theory, I can treat YouTube like Patreon and be like, okay, only when you're a member here, you unlock unique videos and series and things. You could do stuff like that, which is an interesting thought. But I haven't really done any of that yet because I don't want to rock the boat. But yeah. Okay, here to learn about the spear, outsider. If you think you can handle it, you'll need to earn the right, just like any cub here. Like the cubs, sir, you must earn it. Fight, help around the delta, and observe how others use the spear. In time, it will be yours. Once you have done this, return and show me your mastery against these targets. Okay, so Lowland Code and Mastery. Learn to fight with the spear on land. Survive in Janthir as the Lowland Coden do. Okay, so I've unlocked the mastery track. So here we go. So we're going to train this. Learn to wield the spear on land. Gain additional experience while in Janthir. So we want to level this up, basically. Let's bring the dialogue back. We'll need 2 mastery points. We have 2 available. So I guess now's a good idea to do events, do the hearts, finish this stuff off. By the way, speaking of hearts, this is not a new heart. This is the same heart. It's just a massive heart. This here, it's like an epic heart range. In fact, does that mean that even this over here is a part of the heart? That's pretty wild. Okay, so I see that there's another mastery point on the cliff up there. Maybe we should just try and get up there. Now, if I'm not going to be springering, we have to like properly explore and see. And I wonder now immediately as well whether people had a problem with this. I think this is fine. Like, ArenaNet should be able to have moments where they say, okay, go explore the map. Just do your own thing, you know. But people always seem to find reasons to bitch. Okay, so here, for example, I can't get up there without a springer. I feel like the game's expecting me to have one, too. Unless that door opens. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Also, what was going on with these beehives? I can't gather them until I have the mastery. Oh, this guy's back.
Storm brews in my core.
Oh, shit.
Quickly, Wayfinder. Show me your purpose.
Wow. Wow. Did you see my ring, CC? It did absolutely nothing because he immediately dashed out of it. Oh, this isn't going to be good. So I have to look at every button I'm pressing, and I don't really even know what they do. So the 4 gives me like an aura that ticks damage, does it? Alright, there's the next one. And again, he dashed out. I think his cooldown is lined up with mine. Well, it was, but now we've cancelled it. Nice! Broke a ton of barrier. Don't stand in that. Oh, somebody's healing big. That's not me, is it? Oh yeah, what was it? When I get 5 stacks, all the mace skills come back. I need to cast it again now. Oh, I see this guy's got the United Way station there, so he can get a bit more CC easily. Frost Trap is just such a terrible skill for here. Look at that, he's just going to leave. Nope. Okay, we got a CC. The audience is going wild. The cheers of... Oh yeah, shall we cheer now? Woo! Did that work? No.
Look like it hurt that
No.
Grind up the paste.
Try and throw confetti on him. Oh, I think that actually progressed my heart a little bit, throwing the confetti.
Azure Windfall risks defeat. Does the Wayfinder stand a chance?
What have we got? We still got 7 minutes to kill him. Oh my god, they've given us loads of time. Oh shit. I was a bit late with that. So I can double tap this? Has this got ammo? Oh, that was nice. Dagger 4, little cheeky little evade there.
Exhilarating. Blood rolls through my veins like the great deltas. You are a worthy partner.
Oh, you sit in the stands to cheer. Like on these. Oh, I see. Okay, very enthusiastic about wrestling. Cheer 20 times. Oh my god, and this does count. Wait, hold on, but beckoning, waving, laughing, and thanking doesn't do anything. But this one does. So 20 cheers. There we go. That's 5. Well, this is a good time to read chat, at least, I guess. You're kind of bummed you're moving away, so your PC is packed away until tomorrow. This is the first expansion that you didn't get to play on day one. Oh, really? Out of all of them? How far back does that go? Does that go back to launch Guild Wars 2, or does that include Guild Wars 1 as well? Because even I missed a bunch of the Guild Wars 1 stuff as it came out. In fact, the only thing... Well, no. I think the first one I played on release was Nightfall, but I didn't beat it on release. I got to, like, the Gate of Madness and then quit because it was too hard. And then sort of came back a year later or something. Half a year. Okay, where are we? We're at 12? That's only 12? Holy shit. There must be an ICD on this, so only, like, 1 in every 2 is triggering. Because there's no way that's only 12. Does anybody see my cheese? How can I be a cheerman without any cheers? Oh, I got some good stuff with that. The spear dialogue coming up. It'll be a while away, but it's going to be good. To Scully, thank you for the 10 euros. That's really nice of you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate my content still. You're listening to the Guild Wars audiobook. So much fun. Thank you. Yeah, I still want to record the other ones. I want to do it as a let's read style thing, where it's a bit of a casual commentary and reading the book at the same time. I think just dryly, nakedly reading it as an audiobook was not that fun to produce for me. Maybe it's got some legs, but yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that exact style for the other ones. But yeah, okay, so yeah, let's see if we can find a way up the cliff. I guess just up this way. Let's use a bit more of the quick warclaw. It really is quick, isn't it? It's very snappy. Oh, there's a vista as well I never grabbed before. Yeah, I'm not too focused on map comp here, by the way. I don't know whether we'll even get it in this playlist. But objectives that come up as we're playing, I'll grab. My opinion so far? Well, my opinion today is that I've barely done anything. We've seen like 1 line so far, and we're already over an hour into the episode. My opinion is I don't want the Let's Play to stall too much. But we'll get our spear and we will continue along. Right now, it's just been a bit of exploring the map, and I'm having fun. But if we want to get up there, we would have to come all the way around like so, right? That's the kids that wanted to play hide and seek. This is the way up from where that river was. Or is, as I was right next to it. I'm not sure I went into that building there, by the way. That door that was open near us. All these buildings. Fuck me, there's a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me look in that building. Did I come in here? I definitely didn't. Fading Aurora's house. Oh, nice. It's the Straits of Devastation. Oh, yeah. That was a really weird hint. They talked about Ore, Coden going to Ore before. I wonder if Fading Aurora was one of them and then returned again somehow. Because they must have had news, right, that they had made it. Well, she's not home right now. And the interacting is just opening and closing the door. That sounds good. That's like the Azuric door opening and closing sound.
We should join the dance tonight, don't you think? I don't know. What if Twig is there? What if I trip? What if I trip and Twig sees me trip? Oh, who cares about Twig? And you won't trip. Not if I'm your dancing partner. Wow, you're the best dancer. I'd just get in your way. Shush you. Let's go practice in the garden. Have your footwork up to speed in no time we will.
Oh, I think Smiling Fox likes Bitter Olive. He's essentially being asked to the dance there. Being asked to the prom. Right now I'm thinking... I mean, we might just follow the road the whole way. Yeah, I went up there and that was a cool place, but there wasn't any... We couldn't go into any of the buildings. But up here... Now, I think this is where we were in episode 1. Forage and taste test for edible mushrooms. Like the Portobello ones there?
This is it. I'm gonna die here. I can see the other side. It's beautiful. Promise you'll take care of my kin, okay?
He's not serious. He's just high on
Promise
mushrooms.
me you'll tell them I was brave till the end.
Really good these are. I gotta do this more often.
Fucking hell! Look how squishy I am. This is terrible. We're gonna put something else on. I overestimated the innate comfort of being a ranger.
Oh, snuck up on me there.
Also,
Take it you're a fellow mushroom enthusiast?
I
Join me in foraging. Easier work with two. Just pick them, then taste test to see if they're any good.
all right.
Are they safe?
The mushrooms? Oh, fairly mellow roll, long as you don't rile them up.
That was nice.
Oh, you mean edible? No worries, friend. These won't kill you. Well, at least I've never had it happen.
Yeah, I'm only a totally different species to you. I am a plant.
Looks like a tough one. Tenderize it.
Okay, let's tenderize the mushroom. Where the hell was my gazelle there? I was in combat before the fight started, and the gazelle was a mile away. It took how long to get her? You were killing this one, were you? There you go. Okay, what's going on with the water bucket? I pressed F. It did the animation twice. It's not the varied mushrooms, right? Yeah, they're just regular mushrooms that we would harvest.
Friend, you alright?
Oh god, I've got the unicorn hallucinating
Need
debuff.
to stop getting into these situations.
Are they referencing the oh my god, what's the name? J. Why am I forgetting the name of the map? I'm not even going to be able to see it on this character because they never came here. Why the hell can't I remember the name of the map down here? This map. Jahai Bluffs, thank you. Jesus Christ. Are they referencing the Jahai Bluffs mushroom thing? I'm sure they are. Jesus, Jahai. What's especially embarrassing about that is I was playing Guild Wars 1 and did a Jahai Vanquish. Not, what, 3 months ago?
The one you did could use some mincing.
Okay, well my contribution is still 0. I'm a little concerned about that.
Nature is teaching you. Hear her lesson.
What's her lesson? I don't feel well, help. Oh.
Need to stop getting into these situations.
Oh, I see. I drink the water to stop being high. But I still haven't collected anything. Is this bugged, maybe? Looking over at chat. Okay, so I don't drink the water. I dunk my head in it. After eating the shrooms, I'm Jahai.
Looks like a tough one. Tenderize it.
Okay, so look, we get the mushrooms.
Could saute that in some honey
Wait,
wine.
all of that? So was I just getting ridiculously unlucky? That's finally an edible one. My contribution 1. That is not going up very fast.
Whatever you do, don't panic.
Panic. So American.
Need to stop getting
Is there a
into
clue?
these
Found a
situations.
better one you did. Could use some mincing.
Is there a clue for like whether it will be edible or not before I pick it up? There's high mushrooms, living mushrooms, and the ones you can pick up. High mushrooms. What, as in like I'm getting high or they're high in the trees? First time you catch me live, it's like I'm doing drugs. Well, yeah, you gotta, you know how to party? We know how to party. Colours and the effects are correlated. The colours. What colours? The colour of the mushroom. So this green, that's just the generic mushroom model. I press F.
Saute that in some honey wine.
That's edible. Oh no, this one's blue. It's a blue mushroom there. Okay, so blue is bad? Let's see what happens when we eat a blue one. Okay, so don't eat blue ones.
Don't panic.
Panic. Okay.
Need to stop getting into these situations.
That's one nasty fungus.
Okay, and
Dice
that
it
one...
right up.
That one looked kind of yellow-orange, and it became an enemy. And I was thinking when I would kill an enemy, I'd get a mushroom, but no, that's not true either. It just dies. So, and I'm noticing here that the event radius is massive. Oh, so like that looks. Is that one of the edible ones? No, that was one of the mob ones.
Could use some mincing.
See, I'm not even getting credit for killing these. You would have thought, oh no, but it's a contribution event. So. There's a feral warclaw.
Disrupting pollination fuels my indignation.
Oh, here we go. Here. Okay, this one close to me. I think the gold ones. Well, let's see. Okay, the gold one. Oh, no. Gold is just... Unearth the rare golden mushroom. The golden mushrooms of Janthir are a challenge for any truffle connoisseur to unearth. Can you find one? I did find one. Nice. Okay, that's going to spawn a mob, though. No, it's not. Fuck. I can't tell which one spawned mobs versus... This is going to take forever. I'm not doing this event.
Snuck up on me there. Take it you're a fellow mushroom enthusiast.
Oh, no, I just
Join me
contributed
in
8.
foraging.
Alright, never mind.
These
I
are
am
worth
getting
it, too.
items.
Just pick them, then taste test to see if they're any good.
The feral warclaw looks really cool.
Are they safe?
The mushrooms? Oh, fairly mellow roll, as long as you don't rile them up. Oh, you mean edible? No worries, friend. These won't kill you. Well, at least
Found a bitter one, you did. Could use some mincing.
It's annoying. I've spammed my Gazelle skill 3 so hard for so long there, and it still wouldn't trigger. It was like animation locked by something else. It was really frustrating. I was just staring at that and only that, and it was doing nothing. Oh, the gold was worth 5. Oh.
Tenderize it.
It feels like nearly every single one I pick up just becomes an enemy. Oh, hello, Skill. The yapping can't be escaped even during events. See, I would much rather just fight this Abogger. Mind you, it's a champion and I've got a shit build. So I don't think I'm going to solo it. Especially since it has bounty mechanics on it, which is what I just saw. Like, do I get a mushroom from the Sproutlings? No? Well, we've got a nice interrupt there. The Jaguar's nice and responsive. Like, holy shit, his buttons feel really good. Bite. Stalk gives him so much ferocity. Look at that. 375 ferocity and 25% crit chance. And Maul is damage and bleeding. There's an edible mushroom, finally. We got one more. We're halfway there. It's now become the fallacy of sunk costs, and I need to keep going. What the hell? How did I hit that moose over there? Have I got a spike trap somehow somewhere? Yeah, I got a contribution of 1 there. Do I drop muddy terrain or something when I... No. I always like the birds as well. Did they update any bird bird skills? Let's get rid of the gazelle for a second. Let's do, say, the eagle for weakness. Do we get anything else? We get swiftness, which is kind of nice on the 3. Except it took so long to trigger it, I was no longer in range. So that was absolutely useless. Okay, we get one here. Okay, that one was edible. Is it like specific spawns? So there will always be an edible one there, and 10 seconds late, like that's just an enemy.
Could use some mincing.
I'm getting to the point where I'm just skipping the ones that spawn mobs. And it really feels to me, guys, like usually in Guild Wars, the standard is they would give you the item after you kill the enemy. And I'm thinking that's just like broken and it's not giving it to me. That's 2. These are just regular gatherable ones, but I guess I'll get them because why not? The birds cleanse movement impairing conditions as well. A bit like Ellie Star 4.
This is it. I'm gonna die here. I can see the other side.
Was that a part of the update, the Ranger Pet update? Ugh, 11. They want me to get fucking 15 of the things. So water bucket there. This is out of range. Janthir reindeer. I really like that phrase, Janthir, I have to say. There's not any high growing off the bark of the trees, are there? You'd have to cling to on a sky scale. What about this guy? He's got one next to him. Is that an edible one? It is. And I feel like we've collected that before. 12, so 3 more, 3 more. What about by these trees? We haven't spent much time here. Back along these rocks. Ah, that one was edible and it's respawned, I think. Yep. Okay, one final edible one. I feel like it's a bit of a shame as well that I'm right at the start of the first map doing an event. There's no one else here. Like, not a single other fucking person.
Oh, snuck up on me there. Take it you're a fellow mushroom enthusiast?
It's a bit like that End of Dragons release thing, you know, where the maps felt really empty. Oh, finally it's over. Holy shit. The 10-minute mushroom adventure. I'm going to wait to see if there's a nice dialogue payoff or event follow-up, maybe. You love the nature design so much. Endless woods, waterfalls, night sky in an Arctic region. It is nice. I wouldn't call this an Arctic region, though. We're nowhere near far. You wouldn't call the Arctic right next to Divinity's Reach, would you?
Oh, a right feast. Oh, my mouth waters just eyeing our bounty. Fortunate, too. Seems more and more poisonous mushrooms are popping up.
Interesting. A Lowland Shore Renown token. Renowned heart vendors in the Lowland Shore may have a use for this.
Oh, no.
I've got a honeycomb.
The king!
Oh, is it going to be another champion of which I'm not going to be strong enough to fight? Looks like it. Oh, come on. Oh my god, actually it's getting nuked. So am I. Oh, come on. Is it me, or does it feel like there's been an insane amount of CC in every single little fight I've tried to do? Everything.
Remember! What? Huh?
Alright, it died.
What in the damn tundra happened? One moment I was jotting in my compendium, the next... The Mushroom King! Oh, must have poisoned me while I was preoccupied. I always bring ice water as a precaution, but seems I was too far gone to remember to use it. Many thanks for subduing him and aiding my collection. Now, where did I leave off with these notes?
That token will allow you to add some heart completion to 1 heart in this map. I see. So there's kind of a thing where you... Okay, so in the classic format is you have a renown heart which extends over a certain range. Okay, like this one here, for example. And any events done in that range prog the heart. So these ones would progress this heart and so on, so on, so on. What ArenaNet have done here is they've detached the two. And they've said, okay, look, just do any event and you can pick what heart you want it to prog. So I could maybe max that out now because I've done this. Is that what we're saying? There's an interesting thought. The honeycombs, I guess, are this map's currency. They are, and that's very cool. Bears like honey. And then also I got this. It's a peppercorn seed, which is not new. It's just the Ascended crafting update. Okay, cool. Now, finally, there is this mastery point here. Well, not finally. I want to get this mastery point, so let's see. Back on our Warclaw. Thank you to that player, by the way, who rezzed me. Seriously, next episode, I'll have a real build. This is a lot more like high pressure and demanding than I thought. I thought I could just wander around, but no. It's too much CC, too much, like I want to have a stun break on and stuff like that at the very least. A bit more bulk and a bit more resustain. Okay, guys, I think our plan with the mounts isn't really going to work. Because this is 100% you need a Springer. Unless there's Warclaw updates later that improve this. But even here, this is a bit odd. Feels like I'm not doing the right thing, actually. Should we just climb up here? And once you get a spear, you can build around it. Well, I was thinking I'll do double maces. Maces are very durable. So I'll do double maces plus spear, is my thinking. Oh, by the way, I looked at the new Condi. So the group I've been doing Ceres with, they ran last night. And I said, I don't want to do it because the new expansion's out. And, no, wait, last night? The day before, I think. Anyway, the new Condi Rev is mental with the spear. It's crazy. And the rotation is ridiculously easy as well. Like, so easy. Oh, my God. It's like doing more damage than the Virtuosos are doing. Wait, did I grab that? Yeah, it doesn't light up until I grab this. So, kind of want to grab that before it gets inevitably nerfed. It's like a quickness build on, like, over 40k. It's nuts. There's a lot of ramp to it as well, which is quite interesting. Like, the previous Rev build would hit its peak after... Well, not really. I mean, it would keep slowly climbing for a good little while. But anyway, yeah, it looks very, very, very crazy. You did everything with double mace, spear, untamed. It feels very, very good. Yeah, I also just need to get a bit more used to untamed again because it's been ages since I played it, and it's the thing I don't like. I don't want it to be too rapid fire with the button presses while I'm just trying to chill and listen to dialogue and stuff. So I might swap the untamed bit, but we'll see. So these are the Aboga Burrows. The reason I've come here is one because there was a POI, but two because I guess this is the bottom corner of the map now. Well, hold on. Let's see. Is that a road there? Let's go back up to the Astral Ward Moon camp. Here we are. And then... So, for example, this vista up here. How on earth would I get that vista without a Springer? They want me to climb high. I think the expectation is I at least have this. But more realistically, a sky scale. Like, actually, that overhang there is going to stop me from getting up there, unless maybe we come all the way around here. There's some eagles. Actually, it says I'm level with it. Hold on, am I an idiot? Did I just walk over it? No, it is a level up there. Like, by comboing a bunch of masteries here and then the Jade bot, we can do it. But, yeah, a bit awkward. Hello, everybody. Let's watch the Vista. Oh, I like that as a ranger, where you run over to a Vista and you still get the movement of your pet coming to catch up to you as you're in the cinematic flyby. Do I not know what the Warclaw can do? No, I haven't been following it. I haven't been following it that closely. I know it gets new mobility. And I think I read an article about it at one point, but it was kind of in one ear, out the other. You were expected to have the sky scale in the last pack. Well, yeah, because you unlock it there. But it's that weird thing in Guild Wars where you don't have to have played the last expansion to be here. So things have to be designed kind of carefully, you know. At least I don't think you do. You don't have to beat Secrets of the Obscure to play this, do you? That's obscene. There's no way they'd lock that off. They want money. And that would just cut into the amount of players they can get fast. Yeah, exactly. You're not, yeah. This cave place is quite cool. The Timber Cave. There's wolf pups and stuff in here. Did we come in here in the story step? I don't think we did. Oh my god, a champion wolf. There's a player near here. See, look, there's a lot of champs with bounty mechanics. Like, I want a decent... Like, I don't think I'm going to get him. I've done 1% damage and he's absolutely chunking me. And the bounty mechanics are going to force me to stand still and stuff. Let's just run away. if you guys want to play with me, I am on NA right now, North America. You can always join me my party if you like. And, wow, that was quick. Wait, how little delay is there at the moment? Maybe that was a coincidence? Yeah, if you guys want to do that... Oh, look, somebody's fighting. So that we can fight some more of these things, get XP a bit quicker, move on to the next story step. I'm more than willing to do that. Like here he's spamming blind because I'm moving. Okay, now I need to be moving to not be blind. Yeah, I'm on North America, not EU at the moment. Try to wait to at least let my auto attack chain finish. Oh, see, the birds are great. I love the birds. They're just so responsive. Especially since you can teleport the bird over to someone as an untamed. I should at the very least change my heal and stuff. Actually, am I not in armor? Oh no, I am in armor. I'm in full legendary armor. Jesus Christ. Do we want to do a squad? No, I don't think we need to do a squad necessarily. We probably wouldn't fill it that much anyway. And even if we did, I don't know whether I want to do the whole expansion with a giant Zerg running around. But a party of 5 can clear stuff, so that's fine. Or, you know, if we have a party and then a few other people tag along, you know, because we can't do 6. Oh my god. It sounded so sad. Hunting in the grasslands. Defeat dangerous creatures in the lupine fields, the Bjorn thicket, and Moon Camp. Okay, so we received a report about a rather large hostile wolf in the caves, and we killed it. There is also a report about a large and hostile bogger, a large rampaging warg, and a Valraven. I'm curious about the Valraven one. Okay. Nice. I do like all the bees around. Another empowered beehive. Wait, hold on. Is that an event over there that people are proccing? No, but there's an event there. And I've also never unfogged this area, according to my minimap. There we go. The Exo-Hike Falls? That's a crazy word. This staircase is interesting. In fact, there's stairs going right down into the water. Well, there is another event over there, actually. And remember, our goal right now is to get Mastery XP. Will this bouncing mushroom take me all the way up there? Holy shit, it will. Nice. It's an event, but it's locked. It has a padlock on it. Or had one? Did it disappear? Also, useful bouncing mushroom, but now I can't get through. There we go.
Expecting at least some damage, warping it from such a distance.
Don't know why we didn't glide it from the northern bay, though. Would have been a smoother journey.
We needed to maintain at least a little subtlety, Barath. We would have scared the fur off the lowlanders' backs.
Heh, guess you're right.
That's another new sounding voice to me. Yeah, like, what's going on here? There is an event, but when I get near the icon, it disappears. Is that due to the fact it's below? But I don't see the little icon that says up and down. Oh, it's just the adventure? Yeah, but it's... Oh, is it an adventure and an event? Oh, it's on this thing. Oh, okay. Oh, it was a race! The race is now underway. Would you like to join in? Yeah, I would. Oh my god. What? Go. I'm a fish. Flop, glub, and dash. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, but typical. It's 30 seconds left. Oh, now this would have been a great way to get some XP. This is very cool. Can I? Hold on, how do I get out? Oh my god, I think the 2. Holy shit. That's so cool. You know, I actually run the floppy fish mini because I love the like flopping animation when it's out of the water. I think it's so crazy and you better get to experience it. But here you do.
This is wonderful data. And even better, I get to say I turned the Wayfinder into a fish. Even Zizzle can't say that.
That's true. Now, we did get a bit of XP there, which was cool. Also, this makes me think of the... Do you remember the guild mission that takes place, like the race in Frostgorge Sound? This feels like a really high-quality version of that. And just makes me think, oh, can we get guild stuff? Anyway, wow. Nice. So we're getting our Wizard's Vault stuff in as well. There you go. Alright, we're halfway there, it would seem. What else we got? Wow, is this like a desert-y area? I want to go over there. That looks crazy. Oh, also, look, the current is actually moving us now. This is exactly what I was talking about in part 1. And the current is actually pushing. Look at this. This is pretty cool. I guess it was just that in the opening story instance, they didn't have that hooked up. So I can just be a fish now, can I? For as long as I want. WP, come back. Okay. Am I taking damage when I'm out of the water? Oh no, I'm just not regenning. Thought they were doing like a drowning thing. The pie window fish portrait. Nicely spotted, Kerry. Wow, yeah. I can still do the adventure. Yeah, but will the adventure give me XP? I was going to come back for the if there was a follow-up event. The adventure will give me XP, actually. You're right, you're right. Let's do it. I mean, it will be contingent on me getting gold, which I don't know whether I will get. Let's take a second here to learn these a bit better. Glub, glub. What on earth does that do? That just makes me say glub. Skill 3 is just glub. 2 is just the most janky, ridiculous leap. Like, do I do it like that to at least make it immersive? I don't know. This is crazy. Alright. Let's do the adventure. You can practice the course while the race is being set up, ready to set a new lap record. Yeah, also, adventures are just the best because they give you mastery points as well, usually. Okay. Camp Covert Salmon Run. Are there more salmon runs? Transforms, Death Shroud, Tornado, etc. must be removed. So it didn't want me to turn me into a fish when I'm already a fish. Right, here we go, guys. Oh, this is unbelievable. How the fuck did I miss that? That guy used glub as he jumped, but was that roleplay or was that necessary? Dude, this is so janky. What? It used all my charges of flop. Oh my god, I'm getting killed. Okay, let's reset that. Let's learn how the jump works, because it's just clipping me into the... Okay, so if I'm under the water and I press 2, it takes me to the surface of the water. If I'm already on the surface of the water, I don't get to see the button anymore, but I assume it's there, and if I press the button, it will take me up, okay? So I need to swim to the surface and then press 2. And trust that it's there. Is that right? That seems very odd to me. Also, it didn't reset the cooldown. When will Boots do his video on this? Then I will know. Also, I want to spam the auto to actually get in position. Okay, so surface. Then press... No. Oh my fucking god. What? Okay, we made it. Sort of. And we have a charge. Let's keep going. Alright, what have we got? We got 9 minutes. And these just give us our boost back. They're not the checkpoints themselves. The checkpoints are obviously the big ones. Wow, I love how big this is. Look at the fucking huge river. Oh god, now what? I'm just going to walk across this one. Oh my god, are we going over? What? Wow. Oh, it looks good as well. Oh, I think I'm dead. Dude, this is good. Except the jank. Alright, here we go. Can I boost while I'm on land as well? Oh, I missed it, but I don't think it's worth going back. You don't have to be on the surface. So there, it flung me up, but like on a delay. Is this because I have lag? So if I just keep holding the button and trust, it will work. Dude, there's something really cool about it. Okay, let's try this here, ready? Alright, yeah, I held the button and it did kind of eventually go. Now I'm going to boost to the left here because I died last time. Oh my god, this is nuts. Okay. Okay. Can I boost while in the air? Wow, chasing waterfalls, Lowlands shore. I've looked behind a waterfall there. Okay. Oh my god, this map is going to be big, isn't it? I'm starting to get a sense of the scale and the size of the map based on this, actually. This is going to be another waterfall here, I can see on the minimap. Oh my god, and there was an updraft. Surely that's not a part of this. I can't glide as a fish, can I? The honey gathering race is about to begin. Okay, good, we get that. Where the hell is the next one, though? Oh, it's over there. That's the end there. Go, 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 go. I know there was a boost on my left, but I didn't think it was worth getting. Okay, cool. What did we get? Time-wise. We needed to do it in 90 seconds to get gold. And we did it in... We were 16 seconds slow, it seems, for gold. God damn. But still, oh my god, look at that. That gave us like a huge amount of our progress. Wow. Nice, I am number 899 today. Can you guys beat that? I somewhat want to go for the gold reward, but I also want to keep it varied, so we're gonna move on. But that was quite impressive. And let's see where we moved here. Wow, all of that was just to there. That's crazy. I want to explore this place. This looks interesting. The thing is, though, we've got to get onto the other shore. And in theory, I'm not allowed to skimmer. I'm going to do it, though. I think these basic mounts, we should be able to say they're sort of okay, you know. I think the main issue is Warclaw as much as I feasibly can. Was this the mushroom we jumped on before? No, it would have been that one. But it's going to be the same. It's going to take us up. And then also try not to sky scale, I think. Or Griffin. You wonder how the Griffin Guild does the fish one? Well, you can't take the bird under the water, so I assume they won't. You can rent skimmers on the map. Oh, there's rentals, are there? Ah. Wait, could I rent anything in the original town? We missed this POI here in the original... We missed a couple, actually. I wonder if they were just POIs or they were actually corresponding to interesting... like things to see or do. There's a nice little lagoon looking area here. Oh my god, I didn't even realize or think about the fact that the top of the village, in my mind, guys, this was all forest. It was just forest to the north, but it's not. That was like the coast. That's the fucking coast looking across Janthir. Wow, we were a lot further north than I realized immediately. Oh, this is the delta. Holy shit, this is it! Oh my god, I hadn't even really thought... I thought we were, like, over here, honestly. I'm in the process of unfogging the delta. Oh, guys, I gotta tell you, back in GW2, this delta is on the world map. I think it came in with the expanded Eye of the North art. Like, you press M in that game, you can see that delta there. And everything's such a big scale in that game, you know? Like, it looks like a whole region unto itself. And I guess it is, we're exploring it now. But I've wanted to go there for years and years and years. Well, we're living it. It's quite cool. Oh, hey, I had I almost said an achievement there. I had a donation from Ivan. Thanks, man. Hey, WP, long time fan of your content. Thank you. Question, does the new zones in this X-Pack feel different enough from Corteria? Yeah, it all feels very different to Corteria because they're mounts designed for maps. They're maps designed for mounts. So, just buying that all on its own, they have a completely different scale and sort of sense of... It feels to me like ArenaNet made this one really huge to try to get back to that feel of big exploration, even though you have mounts, and it's working for me so far. Also, this feels like, given the salmon run there, that felt really quite cool. I wasn't too impressed with the mushroom thing, but the town was really nice. You're asking the wrong person, really, because I'm only just starting. I've explored almost nothing. But yeah, all in good time, I suppose. Right, let's see this place. It looks like it's going to be a desert, but surely not. What are these? Oh, new enemies. Rot Strider. Hold on, so when they're talking about rock creatures before, they weren't talking about Cryptus. They were talking about these things. Actually, is that a plot point? Is that going to be a plot point? Okay, now also, these enemies here, the concept art, in fact, the thumbnail for this stream is showing a concept art which is named like Titans or something. And they look like Titans. They look like mini, kind of like mini Titans. I mean, Titans had different appearances based on where they were. Interesting. I like them. I guess there's a lot to talk about with the new enemies here because Secrets of the Obscure did like the demon things. And a lot of people criticize them as just looking messy or whatever. They look pretty cool. It's just, it's very difficult in Guild Wars for me to actually really see and enjoy the way enemies look. Because they all flash a million colours as you hit them, and you know, you tend to have the camera really zoomed out, and the visual effects are all over the place. They look good. Oh, I guess I'm hoping we'll see a big one in an event somewhere and can get a nice sense of him. Okay, new enemies. Cool. So what have we seen so far? Bees? These rot things? Cryptus equals flesh stalkers. And these would be blight beasts. They all have the word blight in them. So what exactly is the blight? I guess as we get to know the code in here, they're going to teach us about whatever they're struggling with. Harvest and bury the fallen local denizens. Honor the victims of these corrupt creatures. I didn't catch the rest. Bodies harvested and buried. There's one here. So this is a deer that got attacked by them. So we just bury them, do we? Nice. Kill the Titan spawn infesting the area. There you go, Titan spawn. The word Titan. Okay, so let's think about this, right? Crash course for you all on the Titans. Where do I start that story? Bearing in mind it needs to be a crash course. Oh, there's something new here as well. Oh, this is one of the Ursus Obleges. I have 48 of these now. Okay, a Titan, as far as I remember, explicitly, all a Titan really is if you torture a soul of a living thing for long enough and in a certain way, it can become a Titan. Titans were being manufactured en masse by Abaddon in a place called the Foundry of Failed Creations in another realm, in the realm of Torment, which is Cormyr's realm, which is where we went, the big library place in Path of Fire. That used to be an evil demon realm until Cormyr came to power and made it nice. While it was an evil demon realm, there was an area there called the Foundry of Failed Creation where Abaddon was specifically making fuck tons of Titans. And he was sending them to Tyria through a portal that connected the two realms here. Glint made a prophecy that said these Titans will kill all of the Masart one day. That was the Flameseeker prophecies. So the Masart shat themselves, thinking, fuck, we don't want to all die. So the Masart established a massive base here. I'm drawing to Draconis Mons, it was more down here. So the Masart brought a massive base here. They built a big wall called the Onyx Gate. And there was a bloodstone here as well. They basically used they started slaughtering Crytons to get souls of their own to keep this door shut, to keep the Titans out. In Guild Wars 1, the whole story is about how a guy manipulates you to opening the door. So you get convinced the Masart are evil, and they kind of are being evil because they're murdering Crytons, and they develop a cult around them. You open the door, the Titans burst out all over the world. kill all, a fuck ton of Masat, except a few, as we know, like Mabon survived, like Lazarus survives. But the Titans, basically, the prophecy, Glint's prophecy comes true, and the Titans do wipe out. It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So then, in the post-game of prophecies, you go around killing the Titans. There's a bunch in the Maguma jungle, and they look all planty. There's some in Ascalon, and you go back. The game starts with Ascalon stuff, so you kind of return there at the end, and you deal with them. So then the Titans are dead because you're a badass. All the Masat are dead because the Titan killed them. And you do in the guy that tricked you, Vizier Kilbron. That's basically the gist of it, okay? Aside from that, there's one other story, if I remember rightly, with the Titan, which is in Eye of the North, at the very end of Guild Wars 1. There's a forest here, and there was a Titan there, I think it was. This was the story. I think there's a quest. And the Titan just burns the whole forest down. Like, they're really deadly. They're very, very dangerous. Very scary things. And the ones we were familiar with from Guild Wars 1 were the Titans that had been manufactured by Abaddon. Oh yeah, and in Nightfall you go to the Realm of Torment, and you get to see the Foundry itself in the end game there. And there's a fuck ton of Titans that you fight there. The distinctive thing about a Titan is when it dies, it splits into more forms. So there you go, that's the Titans, that's what we know. As far as Guild Wars... Oh, and finally, the Scepter of Ore, this really badass, amazing staff that we last saw Livia have, the Scepter of Ore could control the Titans. So the idea was Vizier Kilbron wanted to open the door and use the staff to control all the Titans, which is what he did. So you kill him, the Scepter vanishes, Livia ends up with it, and then it's 250 years later, we meet Livia in Siren's Landing, and it's like, what's going on with the Scepter? And she's like, oh, I'm not going to tell you about that. And then in Secrets of the Obscure, they gave us a bit more information about the Scepter, and they gave it a name, Legavo. So there are Titans here. I don't know why there are Titans here. I'm assuming, so this place is kind of a Masat population center. You might consider the Ring of Fire similar. The Masat clearly knew about Bloodstones because they were using one to keep the door shut. And they were sacrificing people on another one. So if there was a Bloodstone here... I don't know. This story could do a lot about the Flameseeker prophecies. Okay, because we don't really know... It was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. We don't really know why there might have been a big grudge between the Masat and the Titans. If there was one. I mean, you might just say it was Kilbron. You know, Glint truly was prophetic. So she did see it would happen. But if she never wrote the prophecy in the first place, you can argue that the Masat never would have been killing Crichtons, and therefore the player hero from Guild Wars 1 nothing would have happened if Glint didn't write it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you could take the other angle, and you can say it's not a self-fulfilling prophecy. The Masat and the Titans hated each other anyway, and they were doomed to die to them anyway. Like, it's a weird wriggle that this was self-fulfilling. So this expansion might explain that there was, like, a beef between them, if you will, that would have happened regardless. I don't know. Does this all make sense? So I don't know, but I think it's not a coincidence that this place looks like the Fire Island chain, that this place probably has Bloodstone stuff going on, that Titans were very much involved here, and with the Door of Kamali was here. I don't know. But what this has got to do with the Coden? Okay, so the other thing I can say, just on a basic level, is the broader Guild Wars 2 story right now is that Suwon is dead, and Tyria lit up. They called it a unique world in episode 1 of this playlist, right? They said that this is a unique place. Extra-dimensional entities are interested in Tyria now, okay? And Suwon is not protecting us, and the World Spire that the Wizard's Court had built is broken and fucked as well, and cannot protect us. We are chum in the water. Isn't that the phrase that they use or whatever? So look, if the Cryptus was one extra-dimensional threat, you might say that there's a Titan extra-dimensional threat that is seeping in now. It's all very confusing and hard to follow, though, because... I mean, you might also say the Masat are an extra-dimensional threat, but then the Masat had been living here, but why did they move? There's a lot of weird questions. And I can't really wrestle it into any kind of a real prediction there, but that's the stuff that's going through my head. I don't know what... I mean, there's just openly Titans around here. Titans, to me, are so big and destructive and amazing as entities that it's kind of crazy to think that some are just chilling a few miles away from Divinity's Reach and nobody ever even talked about it. Like, look at this. This is really weird, right? That, I mean, I know in lore we could say this might be months of travel. And these are little titans. Why they're all tiny. We see the big ones somewhere? So anyway, these are the things I'm thinking about. And so if I have a big reaction to shit in the story soon, hopefully you have a bit of a foundation to understand why.
A hunter! Glad
Hello.
you're here, I am. Thought Barbell was sending me on an easy hunt, just being a reindeer and all. Something's got this one all worked up. Need to tether it to your journeykin like a salmon before you put it down. Borrow one of these nifty talkie boxes, so I'll throw my voice in your ear as you go. Get him, hunter. Be brave.
Okay. So hunt down the rampaging reindeer. Hey there, looks like you could be handy on a hunt, you do. Might just be the help I need. Can you give me a hand, friend? Or how? Barbfail sent me chasing this reindeer. Seems like a wild one it does, and fast. Could use your help running it down on your journeykin before it causes more problems. Okay, so yeah, I've heard there's a lot of like the wrangling, the Hydra wrangling thing from POF in this expect. I think we hit it, and then it will phase, and we get on the Warclaw, which hopefully I can mount in combat. And we use the special action, probably. Also, more bounty mechanics here. Oh my god, it's so handy having players with me right now. Thank you, guys. WP, you see the honey flower on your map. Harvest them. Oh, that one up there? Honey flower? Okay. I don't need a mastery to get that.
It's on the move!
Here you go, it's on the move.
Okay, with your tether. Tire it out!
Yeah. Oh, no, I can mount. Oh, wait, it's not a special action. Is it the chain pull that we use in World vs. World? It is! That's cool. Can I tap it to keep tugging? I can. Oh my god, it's just like World vs. World, breaking a gate. Oh, this is good. This is less janky than the POF setup. Oh, guys, do you know what? I should have played hide and seek with the cubs, because that was another adventure that would have been a bunch more XP. I might go back and do that. Okay, cool. So then he's done. Oh, I should have used the engage. I should have used the auto, probably. So yeah, it looks like there's some big monsters. There's a big wolf, big reindeer.
Thrashing away like a bullhead on an earthworm, isn't it? Keep at it.
Alright. Do it again. I'm currently unable to mount, it says. I don't know. So the 5 is just the dash. The 4 in World vs. World instantly dismounts someone else. Does it do damage out here in PvE? Oh, it's kind of cool that this is the spear expansion, and also you get the lance on the Warclaws, and it's also the Warclaws expansion. Also, there's a really nice looking tree icon on the map that is a new material. Make sure you're looking out for that as well. All new currencies are very important for your house. Yeah, it's just I don't think I can gather all of them. Oh, here I am. It's not letting me mount right now. I guess we're on cooldown, maybe? Looks like everyone else is dealing with it anyway. Jesus, so much mobility on sword. I like to think my Mace 3 contributed there. I'm not sure if it did. Also, look how cool it is with just a bunch of people on Warclaws, all with chains. That's awesome. Nice.
Did it, you did? Had a feeling. Got a real air of gumption about you.
Oh, weird. This is supposed to be tundra right now?
I thank you. Never seen a reindeer quite that crack between the antlers. Had to be done.
I guess it makes sense. So we're in a new region now. There's 5 new enemies here. So that's the reindeer in the tundra. Right, let's see this flower. Where were we? Oh my god, actually, there's so much going on. There's a bunch more titans. Okay, here's one of the flowers, honey flower. Holy shit, I just had a real flashback and nostalgia for Heart of Thorns there, harvesting flak at expansion launch. You guys remember the flak farms and how much money you get for it? And what was that motivated by? Sorry, flak? Flax. Same thing. Oh, this one's an elite beast. You should tag it if it's the whole event. It was for the guild hall decorating, and here we've got a similar thing, but it's for homesteads. Oh, I really think they could have done a really good one here, man. They could have found the secret source.
There's still time, but precious it is. You must hurry.
You forgot Guild Wars 1 running around? Collecting flowers? Yeah, I don't remember ever doing that. Oh, you mean red iris flowers in pre? Right. I mean, I guess. It's not what springs to my mind, but yeah. Flag should return to the story as a potential antagonist one day. But it feels like they were flirting with some fun Asura ideas in that first instance. So there's a champion. So we're kind of progressing two things at once right now. We're defending a wolf pup from Titans down here to the south. To the north, there is a giant Titan. The champion blighted beast. You can see it on the horizon over there. This is the concept art, guys. Look. Oh, this is the moment right here. Right, maybe not. So wait, is there no big meta in this map? Is there no full-size meta? Time left to heal the pup, 2 minutes. Is it downstate and it needs rezzing? Oh, I think we just needed to stand on it. I don't want to miss either tag, frankly, so I'm going to go to the other event now real quick. And oh, I had a good little moment right there, which was my instinct was to use my Raptor keybind, but I've unbound it, which meant I Warclawed there. Much more on theme. Oh my god, the fear spam. Actually, I think it's corrupt spam. Because I had Rampage's one on. Fucking hell. Maybe not, because I'm still getting feared. Jesus. Is a spear for the ranger ranged? Because I am feeling the sting of being forced into melee in this insane shit here. Let's get our pustules up. What do we call them actually? Spores, there we go. Exploding spores. Use the 4 to dodge. Oh my god, what is that? That's a lot of goop. Oh, there you go, hunting in the tundra. Now I assume the wolf's moved on just a little bit. It has, yeah. We're getting quite a few of these tokens. And by the way, that looks like we've just unlocked spear there now. Nice. So we didn't even have to tag both events. Time left to heal the pup. 1 minute again. So I'm going to stand in this. They're doing this thing where, you know, you don't have to press F to revive NPCs anymore. You just stand in the blue circle next to them. Which feels to me like a rather pointless innovation, but, you know. Or is that just sheltering dusk that I'm healing here? We get a male. Oh, yeah. Guild invites and stuff. Oh, my God. I almost spilled a drink. Guild invites and stuff I will do, but off stream, guys. It's not worth slowing it down and bagging it down doing that on stream. Here we go, Lowlands spear training. I've learned to wield the spear on land, and I gain 5% additional experience while in Janthir. Nice, that's a cool little tack on. So next, I will be able to break the beehives. What that has to do with being have a spear, I guess I use the spear to do it. Cool. Return to Mists of Dawn, and let's get our spear.
Wayfinder, your assistance.
Bring healing herbs to Sheltering Dusk to sustain. Oh, I see. That's not what the event is at all. The event is this. Look, I've had 0. Oh, I mean, I have contributed. Oh god, there's a big one. That's why it's a blue icon. It's because it will auto-collect when I get in. Sword pretty good here, actually. It's 2 herbs. We need quite a few people to run these. This is the last one I can do, I think. 3 seconds left.
The wrath of the wild
we succeeded.
is undiscerning, such that bonds among creatures must be formed for survival. But not all creatures can or will help you. Just as you cannot help all creatures, nor should you. In learning the difference, one can discern foe from family.
Do you know what I've just realized I really want? I want some dialogue in which these Coden talk about balance more. Like, they're broadly interested in living at one with nature, but they're not judgmental or as philosophical or heady as the heady, is that the right word? As all the other Coden we've met, right? And is that a specific thing? They're not interested in that other. They're not interested in the kind of judgment that the others do. So here, for example, there's a floating island above me, probably ported in there by the Wizard's Court. The only way I'll be able to get to that is with a glide and a Jade bot from the apex of this, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, we'll be alright. Nice. Might not even need the Jade bot. Yeah, we don't. Aha. And that'll come in handy as we want to keep getting more of these. So do I have a choice now? I could try to get the learn to reduce full damage while riding the Warclaw. Well, that's not that exciting, is it? What's this? Increase all endurance regeneration for all mounts by 20%. Holy shit. Well, that's going to change a lot of adventures. Because that's essentially more movement power creep for everywhere. You know, it's like when I was doing races, just like on a Raptor or whatever, like at the Labyrinthine Cliffs, and you'd realize, like, oh, I'm winning a lot of these races. Why? And it's just because I had the Jade Bot augment on, which gave my mount more endurance. It's such a huge amount of movement to have that. And well, you can get this here as well now. It's more flying on your Siege Turtle. Extra damage while riding the Warclaw. Strike enemies when dashing through them. Isn't that already true? Learn to jump in midair while riding the Warclaw. Ah, here's the movement thing. Really, we want tier 2 with this. I guess this turns the Warclaw into a Springer in a way. So we could train that, or we could train... And homesteading is still locked. Do you guys think that I'll be able to get homesteading soon? I don't know. Oh my god, there's too much going on. Alright, let's waypoint back. Let's go to the heart vendor. I'd like to do that and see what they say. I might play hide and seek with the cubs as well because it is such good experience. And I want to continue the main story here. Hello there. Welcome to our village. Roam freely and seek knowledge you may. Or provide assistance whenever you're willing. We can always use helpful paws. Okay, sounds great. Anything of note? Well, no. I think we read all this, didn't we? Can you let me know how I'm doing? Show Renown Mastery achievement. Renown Mastery? So what? There's a Renown... Hold on. A lot of things... Oh, he's dancing. Why was he dancing? There's a lot of things weird about these Renown Hearts compared to normal. Tier 1... Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5. I get refined Homestead metals, stashes, honeycombs, more metals, and then a title, and then a Serpent's Wrath chest weapon. The Serpent's Wrath? There's a fucking Kraken on that. Wait. Does this expansion have, in the trailer for the Icefruit Saga, there was a shot of a bunch of centaurs and humans on a coastal area that looked a lot like this, and then the boat, like, breaks and falls into the water, and I remember, wasn't it, like, suggestive of, like, there being a Kraken or something in the water? Are we getting that arc? Yeah, why is there Kraken-themed stuff? Why is there a Leviathan-themed stuff here? Okay, so I thought I was going to be able... Oh, he has a thing. Oh, but he doesn't... He's not... his voice acting is... He doesn't have voice acting. Welcome to the village. We do our best to keep the lives of villagers stable, while also preparing them to traverse the land outside our borders. If dealing with plants isn't your style, Gentle Heron always has his hands full. And the folks at the smithy love anyone who isn't afraid to get their hands dirty. If none of these sound appealing, or if you're just looking to train, there's sparring teachers at the arena. Always up for... Apart from all of those, you're welcome to participate in anything that happens along your way. Any assistance is appreciated. There was quite a lot there. A bit too quick for me to read out loud. Right, so I don't trade the token. Do I double click the tokens? No. I don't see... maybe it's this... No, that's the confetti merchant. Or maybe it's this merchant here. Or just any of the little heart guys. Wait, it does feel like the UI is all a bit different, right? Anyway. It's been teased, not shown. What, the Leviathan stuff? I wonder if it's a thing at the Highland Shore or the Janthir Gravis. Might be able to tag this event. Might be really handy for some quick XP. Wow, what is up with the big webbing nets? That's not a player animation, is it?
Respectful technique.
Well, we got bronze. It's better than nothing. All right, let's speak to this guy. Give me this spear. Woohoo! All I know is that this has a bit of stealth on it. That's literally all I know. It hits hard, it has stealth on it. Back you are. How's the spear? Wait for any good? If you need more practice, try these targets. Well, I didn't realize I was given one yet. Okay, I guess I've already got one. Now, if I am using a spear already underwater, I can't equip it above land. So, he's given me the Nature's Vine spear. This is the original spear. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip that. Let's give it some stats. Let's give it Sally or something, because I'm not going to hold on to this for very long. Let's do force and accuracy. Force. Accuracy. Okay. Let's admire the skin. And then later what I will do is I will take my Camel Harley Kotaki and I will swap it. And we'll start attacking people with sharks with big crits and stuff. Okay, so spear training target. Lots of tooltips here. And a trait has given us something. So there's ambushes. So when I'm stealthed, I get an ambush. So... Wait, why is my pet gone? Activate pet. Oh, I can't. Anyway, I can stealth myself, and then that will trigger this, which is lifesteal, it looks like. It's 5 target lifesteal. Okay, the auto attack chain gives me... It's a 4 auto attack chain. Wait, and one of them's ranged. Eh? Drake's Swipe, Bee's Sting is ranged. Wyvern's Lash and Cheetah's Strike. Heave your spear. So I get swiftness from the autos, and I apply cripple. And there's even a ranged part of it. But I'm not rotating into the ranged part of it like this. When I go to range, do I do it? Oh my god, that's fancy. Okay, holy shit. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. So just no matter where I stand, just holding the autos, I will keep contributing. No, I want more. No, that's not enough. Respawn these. Or can I go to another area?
How about a test of strength, Outlander? When my shield's up, see if you... When my guard's up, think strategically. Head-on attacks don't always land, so get creative.
Okay, what? This is the same as at Saitang, right? It's just do breakbar damage. Now, what breakbar contribution do I have here? The 3 and the 4 are lighting up. 3, fling my spear, deal heavy damage. It's increased against immobed, disabled, or defiant foes. So it's lighting up because it's got like a proc. It's not lighting up because it's breakbar. Leap to a target, damage nearby enemies. Deal more damage to foes below the health threshold. Holy shit. The War Claws Engage is literally one of the abilities. Wow, range is a good pick, guys. It has War Claw themed shit.
After that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
I can't believe how flexible this weapon is. I mean, that's wild to me. It is so flexible. Tiered Renown Hearts. You've completed a Tiered Renown Heart. Continued daily completion of Tiered Renown Hearts increases their associated achievement track. This results in additional rewards and potential changes in the area as you gain the locals' trust over time. Changes in the area. So hold on, every day I can... So these are not hearts. This is a different system. This is like a new feature, basically. So So if I keep doing daily parts, it will upgrade this place like Arborstone. That's also fucking cool and really fascinating to think about. Okay. So we've got some honeycomb. Thank you for helping out around town. Though us lowlanders are known for our self-reliance, kindness does not go unnoticed. May you begin to feel at home here in the Harvest Den. I mean, sure, I was going to give you some of the tokens. It's you, Bubbling Stone. My God, we're getting a lot of XP, aren't we? I'll go in. We're gonna finish our second mastery in a second too. Welcome to the training ground portion of the Brawl Fields. If you've got time and stamina, you can do a round. Okay. Is it you, more of the volcano?
Hey, Wayfinder. Janthir is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected.
The Ring of the Crustacean. If given long enough, even rings will become crabby. Now, if I buy that, is that going to have new stats? What are the new stats? What are the new, are there new name sets in this? Does anybody know? Oh my God, he's selling Thesis on speed? Mind you, it's only 15%. Titan Plate. What the fuck? The armor's called Titan Plate. There's no way that that's going to look as badass as I'm imagining it to. It only costs 15 per, but it's a recipe, then I'll have to go figure out making it. Urson weapons. We could buy the Urson spear. Doesn't look very remarkable, sadly. There are no new stats, but there are 6 relics. Yeah, the relics aren't quite clicking for me at the moment, I'm afraid. Okay, yeah, it looks like our party's over here fighting this, so let's get in. Whoopsie. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that Frosttrap had that telegraph on it. So let's see what else our spear does here, shall we? Panther's Prowl. Conceal myself in the brush, gaining stealth. So hold on, do I get a ranged ambush as well? Look at this. This is fucking awesome. I get a stealth attack. Oh, hold on. Do I get ambushes on more than the auto? I was saying about range, guys. Oh my God, yeah, Mace Spear is going to be good because I'm gonna have range on that because the spear's got a hybrid auto. Yeah, feel free to join the party, guys. If you see that it dips below 5 at any point, you can come on in. Right, let's get used to the 2 at least. Swipe at enemies, cleaving them. 8 vuln. Simple. At what range? 240 range. So it's melee. It feels good. It's got nice 3 green swipes. Oh, I just reminded myself of a very long afternoon I spent with Boots recording all of the EOD animations to like show them off in super slow-mo video and like ending up scrapping nearly all of it. Didn't I put one of the videos up in the end, the Spectre one? Yep, we can have another person there. Yeah, look, they all flipped over. Okay, it becomes Wolf's Onslaught. Whoa. Okay, so if I go 5, then 2, I do about 5 packets, ranging from 7 to 16k. What does the 3 unleash do? Ah, he's invulnerable.
But I didn't earn the title of Spearmaster for my sharp sense of style. Let's see you hold your own against my spear.
So hold on, is this whole weapon basically just using the 5 to proc ambushes? So let's see, by default, the 4 will leap me in with a giant Warclaw. It's like Greatsword 3, but instead of a bird, a Warclaw. Now, if I press 5, oh, it's still on cooldown. Okay, so if I'm on a regular cooldown, I don't get to ambush. Why did the cooldown just come back when I dodged? Anyway, so this one is Predator's Ambush. It's still a leap. It feels weird, though. It, like, shot me past him or something. What about the 3? And what about when I can double tap this, right? Spider's Web. Oh, it is a player animation. Wait, was it me that cast that earlier? I don't think so. Throw out a net, damaging... Oh, we got to get out of combat to read these. I like that. I'm quite into spiders in games. And that's a very prominent spiderweb animation. Hold on, if I use the spiders, did this pet rework start putting those animations on them? Also, why is our pet never doing anything anymore? Am I not allowed a pet with a spear? That can't be right. That can't be right. Activate pet. Are rangers not allowed pets in this specific area of the world? That seems really weird as well. Am I forgetting something really basic that takes my pet away for some reason? The boss I'm attacking is also a ranger doing a spit with a spit. Look at the net. Oh, is this ground targeted and I just don't realise? Throw out a net, damaging an emote. Ugh. Whatever. Yeah, the audience is going well. Let's swap back to our maces for a second. Oh, especially for that. Like, I can toggle my unleash here. Oh my god, I get the unleash spear auto as well, don't I? So I get the ranged ambushes. What's this one? The oh yeah. Man, it wouldn't be Guild Wars without those extremely loud turret sound effects from NGs. This guy drops the supply drop. How is Engineer Shortbow these days? You know, they've had a year now since it came out. Oh my god, this guy's legendary. Was it legendary when we were fighting this before? Or is it just because it's scaled up? We've got quite a group here hitting this target now. By the way, frames are not bad. Sometimes I can't tell if it's 20k or 2.
The Wayfinder wins!
Woohoo!
And now for a brief intermission. A powerhouse of pugilism and politics. Many thanks to all who
thank you too, thank you.
In this harvest.
Okay, now we're checking in with Malice. Alright, let me check this vendor is here as well. And let me read my tooltips. Okay, Spider's Web. Throw out a net, damaging and mob enemies. Foes in the net get crippled. Your pet becomes excited for the hunt, gaining super speed. The initial damage on the web is pretty huge. That was reading 2k on the tooltip. Still not sure what's going on with my pet. You need to relog or merge with pet on Soulbeast to fix it. Oh, it's a bug, is it? Is it a spear bug? It must be, right? Because we've only just started playing with our spear, and then it happened. So Warclaw's engaged. Let's have a look at this. Out of combat, ready? I don't want to hit that mosquito. Was that ground target? I think the web is. Wait, I don't remember putting it on True Instant. Oh, I did put on True Instance. So this is just a huge spear throw. Owl's Flight. Pierces, good damage. In fact, the regular one is ranged as well. Damage increases against the mobbed foes. So we want to throw the Spider's Web on them. And then use Falcon's Stoop. And also the Owl's Flight is unblockable. That's kind of cool. It's like a mini sort of True Shot, I guess. Well, no. Yeah, I mean, True Shot isn't unblockable. I'm thinking of Deflecting Shot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Definitely better for me to set up this way. Okay, it seems like quite a basic weapon, actually. Not that that's a bad thing in any sense of the word.
You're the way.
Right, I want to play hide and seek, but I want to speak to Malice. So
Don't look
let's
so
go upstairs
rough.
and see what we got.
Still got many moons of
Oh,
learning ahead.
we ended up in the oven.
And many callous claws. Tough work indeed.
You feel too much story is past for what exactly?
Weapons.
Malice was Not in this building at all. I was like reading chat there and like completely getting lost. The evasiveness comes in real handy for some of the fights in the six-pack. Wait, what evasiveness? On the spear? Sorry, am I missing something that gives me evades on the spear?
We should join the dance tonight, don't you think?
Oh, Warclaw's engage is an evade.
What if Twig is there?
3/4 of... Oh, and it's ground targeted as well. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So that's why it was going a bit weird in strange positions. I was expecting it to throw me at the target, a bit like Greatsword 3, but it's a ground target. Yeah, okay, I see. Nice. Hold on, this book called The Flesh Stalkers. That's the one about the Cryptus. The other thing is the Blight Stalkers or whatever. I don't know. Did they call them Stalkers as well? Called them something. Right, let's see what we got. Hello, Malice.
Commander, quietly.
Yeah, hello.
Catching up on Coden affairs?
The only meeting worth attending is the one you're not invited to. Seems there's been discussion about those strangers the kid mentioned earlier. Also scouts and what I assume are journeykin, which kicked off some squabbling. Then something about Isles, and interestingly, Alliance, which led to more squabbling.
What do we have to do with any of this?
Still piecing that together. But now you see why espionage and diplomacy go together like Bover and steak and a cold ale.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're enjoying this.
And Krisha's still trying to convince me that field work gets old after a while. Anyway, the Warclaw Master seems to be the one spearheading all this. She said to speak to her understudy, correct? Wouldn't hurt to see if you can get any info out of it. Something's definitely got them on edge. Our timing could be good or bad.
Okay, so I don't even remember this. In episode 1, they were talking about strangers, were they? From the outside? That's not us. They're very nice and welcoming to us as strangers. So, hold on. Seems there's been discussion about strangers that a kid mentioned. Also scouts and what I assume are more journeykin, which kicked off some squabbling. There's also something about Isles. I guess they mean the Janthir Isles above us. Interestingly, Alliance. Also, she says Bavarian steak there. This Sylvari won't have been there. Or might have been. Might have been. Butcher's Block. Is there a ranch called the Bavarian Ranch here, maybe? Or is that just a generic word for, like, bovine? Is it down here, maybe? No, Telerange. I'm probably looking into that too much. But if that was a specific voiced reference to a random area of the Homelands, I guess, of Ascalon, that would be very cool. Alright, find the Warclaw trainer Malice mentioned. Now, if I speak to this person with a heart, now that the heart's done... Aha! So, we can get Mini Stoic Alder. I can actually buy that already. Because it's only 10 honeycomb. But what do you guys think? I should be keeping my honeycomb for the Homestead? The Relic of Rivers. Gain alacrity and regen at the end of your dodge roll. It's 5 seconds of alacrity. So if I bump up a bunch of boon duration, that's like... Wait, hold on. Is that pure alacrity uptime then, really? From just one relic? Depending on my endurance and regeneration. I think it would be. The local Writ of Renown takes effect immediately upon receipt. Grants a percentage of renown for the current renown heart region upon purchase. But I can only get this vendor menu once I have already filled the heart up. So does that mean the tier thing for the other days? Yeah, I can't buy it because I've already completed the heart. I guess I can get to this vendor menu before. Maybe on subsequent days. That's the way it works. Lowland Coden Expertise. Takes effect immediately upon receipt. When purchased, gain a stack of a Lowland Coden Expertise for 24 hours. Each stack gives additive bonuses while in Janthir. So the first stack gives me more experience. The second gives me more karma. The third gives me more gold. The fourth gives me new unique map materials from caches. Oh, there are caches in this map, are there? The 5th gives me fury when striking an enemy with the Warclaw, and the 6th gives me more collectible coins from the caches as well. Well, I'll buy the first tier. At the very least, because XP. Do I have to double click it after that? Or that's it, I've just got it now, have I? Yeah, okay, it's down here. This is like, you know, all those living world maps where you have hearts and it will be like, okay, bonus karma or whatever. Just a kind of more detailed. I like that. That seems fine. Now, I guess these are probably daily purchases. The honeycomb? Yeah. So you can buy a bit of honeycomb for karma every day. You can buy 5 if you get Curious Masart currency. Oh, I'm so excited to see where this is going. What the fuck? Curious Masart currency. Can be spent at vendors in Janthir Sintry. I think that's the name of the next map. Or consumed to add some Ursus of Leisures to my wallet. Rotted Titan Amber. What? And a charged Titan core. Apparently I have Rotted Titan Amber already. I don't know where I got it from. I guess killing the Titans earlier. It must be in my inventory. Also, okay, yeah, I was going to say, does opening these boxes give me XP? We also have a recipes for the Titan plate stuff. Okay, and that only costs research notes, and I've got a dick ton of those. So let's just buy those. Research, research, research. Sorry, recipe, recipe, recipe. Whatever. Okay. So it's a breastplate, jacket, or regalia. Light, heavy, medium. Then there's this. A recipe for a fine rift motivation. Oh, these motivations are to do with the rifts, right? The secrets, the obscure rifts. But why are there more Okay, I think this is somewhat spoilery for where the story's going. I think we're going to be doing our thing, and there's going to be like a rift, like the Cryptus rifts. But it's not going to be Cryptus coming out. It's going to be something else. Possibly a Titan. And I think it's going to happen soon-ish, because I'm already finding Titans around on the map. And I think that ArenaNet will use that point to nakedly explain, and very bluntly explain, here's the situation. Tyrion's vulnerable to the mists. Shit's coming in. I'm guessing that's it. So I'm guessing rifts are a thing in this expansion as well. Hold on. Is rift hunting updated in the achievements? Where on earth? Well, that was in Secrets of the Obscure, though, rift hunting. Is there a rift hunting category? There is. There's weekly rift hunting. Look, there's incursions here. So the question is, what is coming out of those incursions? I think it's going to be Titans. I don't think it'll be Masart, because I feel like the franchise has moved on from having, like, countless Masart getting slaughtered by the players. I don't know, like they were in Guild Wars 1. It feels like every Masart that's been in the story has been a big deal. So it would be very weird to just have, like, loads of no-name ones getting killed. Also, these literally call them Titan incursions. I'm now seeing on the tooltip. Okay. Next. Homestead recipe books. Pillars, rugs, and lights. I already know 3 of the 4 recipes taught by that item. The rugs. But I don't know these other ones. This is just a little bit of silver. This is like nothing. So definitely pick these up. And then what have we got here? Amalgamated Rift Essence. So, the Rift Essences that I was collecting from Secrets of the Obscure Convergences are useful to me even in this expansion. Sweet Treated Pine Planks. An amalgamation of Rift Essences used for crafting that have been purified by magic and more than a little luck. So I wonder if the new spear will, the legendary spear in 3 months will touch on some of this stuff. Okay. So hello, Burning River. So is it just as simple as the Titans are the strangers? It's a weird thing to call a hostile demonic entity, isn't it? Your journeykin has taken to you. That bond can grow even stronger. Why don't you put your new friend's nose to work and find me a missing cub? A missing cub? The youngins are naturally curious, which is not always a good thing. They'll wander far and wide, then they lose their way back. Track it down, bring it here, and see the state of your bond. Okay. So let's start sniffing. Now in Wovus as well, this obviously shows you traps and some vague use. Oh, that was cool on the minimap. Let's do that again. Look at the minimap. Ooh, pretty. Except, how does that help me? Has something been marked? Doo doo doo. Oh wow, there we go. They're getting marked now. Cub scent. Alright. So, and by the way, I have to skill click this. It's always been the case that I've had to skill click skill 2 on my Warclaw. It's because it overlaps with... It's something weird. There's something very arcane and strange in the settings in this game about like the mount keybinds. By the way, do I actually have to interact with all of these? Actually feels like I can't interact with that. I'm spamming away and it's not doing anything. So I mean, screw it. Let's just... So there's like the cub came down here.
We should join the dance tonight, don't you think? I don't know. What if Twig is there? What if I trip?
What if Twig is here? What's that line in Harborstone? They'll drag our name right through the guano. This is a den of iniquity. I wonder if this X-Pack will have a similar thing. Literally just run to the green star. Oh, you're right. It's just showing me... Whoa, what's the point of that then? Brilliant. Okay. Well, I sniffed him out. Oh, I'm carrying. Oh! Ooh. If I was playing this on Steam, I would take a Steam screenshot here. And I would post that with a little annotation. And it would say, oh, look at how cute. That is quite sweet. And the fur looks pretty good as well. Alright. Oh, the API was down, was it? Interesting. I had this exact issue with my Skyscale Fire. Yeah, I did. I think I rebound that to middle mouse. Wait, hold on. Does that mean my Warclaws may be middle mouse? I don't know whether I can mount right now. I think I probably can. So I'm going to. And then I'm going to get off the mount. Yeah, okay. Can I see it on me, strapped to my back or something somewhere? No, I don't think so. Okay. I'm not getting the... Oh, yeah, there's an achievement. Find the lost cub and return it within the time limit. We got 1 minute. Alright, here we go. I'm booking it. I'm assuming... No, waypointing in theory wouldn't have broken that.
Summer, your journeykin are destroyed.
Beautiful. Thank you for the advice about the achievement there. Even though it wasn't really advice, but you tipped me off, so that was mad. Wrangler wrangling. You found the little one. Good on you, stranger. Let me know if you have any questions about these fine creatures. Okay, what are Warclaws? Believe it or not, they aren't creatures of blood and bone, but of magic. Ah, interesting. Okay, so yeah, when we could get Warclaws a few years ago in Wovus as well, the idea was it was just magic that you bind to armor. So it was really weird that they're like living ones here. But I guess these are the same. It's a bit like how the jackal... Oh, see, this is... Oh, no, it's not connected. I was thinking Marganite and Massart there, but I got them confused. It's like the sand jackals, though. They are just like energy, obviously. But they're like the remains of the Marganites, I think, or something. Isn't there something like that? Anyone in chat want to fill me in on that? What are some uses for the Warclaw Sniff? The Sniff can come in handy for tracking scents. Use it to sense nearby foes or even hidden treasures. Ah, that's where we get the caches, I suppose. Tell me more about the Warclaw's chain pull skill. If you're looking to pull something down, throw out the chain and use your Warclaw's might to your advantage. It won't work for everything, but experiment on large obstructions or even foes. Okay. Can I use my spear while I'm on the Warclaw? Certainly, your spear will let you target hard-to-reach foes without dismounting. It's a useful tactic to have at your disposal. So they're not actually talking about my spear, they're talking about the skill 4, I think, which I had before unlocking the spear, but whatever. And can the Warclaw dodge attacks? If you urge your journeykin to rush forwards, it can evade oncoming attacks, and its raw force packs quite a wallop. But be careful, you'll tire the poor creature out if you rely on it too frequently. These guys are just unrelentingly wholesome and nice. Get Warclaw cubs back in their pens before they eat the cabbages. Let's do this now, because XP is good. There's players here, so we know it's going to finish. And there's probably an achievement. Wait, what's going on here? I have one. I'm interacting with the door, and it's not taking it away. There we go. It took it away there.
Wonderful. They'll be snuggled up together in no time, thanks to you.
I like this. There's so many players that it has to spawn loads of Warclaws to get them back. Which just means there's like this crazy frenzy. Look, they're just immediately escaping again. Look at this. How about we fix the hole in the fence, guys? What do you think about that as a plan? Cabbages remaining. Uh-oh, they're going down. Holy shit. It's a bit weird how I have to press like 3 times. Get here. We might as well be putting them in an open field, you know. Alright, there's a contribution of 4. I don't understand. When does this end? Is it bugged? I hate asking that question about everything as I play this. Oh, there we go. Work with a smile.
He'll let them gnaw his house down before a stern word crosses his tongue.
I am sorry. Better my house than your cabbages, huh?
There's another event, a group event. Dance among the Coden. Alright. I keep pressing 3. Oh, wow, there's music. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. This is like the summoning ritual. Or the Choya events. Oh, what should I do? Oh, he wants me to... Bouncer, I think. I think that's Bouncer. Yeah. We're watching this guy. Okay, he's doing the shuffle, the bee's knees. Oh, yeah. It's funny, I do think in video games people could dance really well. I like this. The bee's knees again, I think. No, that's the bouncer again, sorry.
Let us make things interesting. Watch for changing patterns within the dancer.
Okay, we're spinning.
See if you can handle the might of my deft rhythms. Let us dance together.
Oh. Okay, we're doing the bee's knees again. No, that's not the bee's knees. That's the side step, probably. Yeah, that's the side step. Okay. That's spinning. That one's nice and easy. I do like the music. Do you remember when one of your viewers filmed themselves doing the Choya dance?
Never. Let's step things up.
I vaguely remember some fan art about Choya. It's really cool. I got a fan art on the FF6 playlist from the last episode. I'm going to edit into the new one. What's he doing? He's like reaching for the stars. I remember some... Wasn't it a potato can or something there? I vaguely do. I can't quite remember there, but I think you're onto something. I gave a bounty to do it, did I? Of someone doing the real-life Choya dance.
Let us now welcome the harvest in
Holy shit, 46k.
Shed the vital husks of summer.
God, I could be at like 50 if I played Sutu properly. I guess we'll get the pinnacle short bow. Nice. Okay, it's the side step. Wait, no, I missed that. Shit, sorry. Oh wow, the pipe music. Okay, let's do the side step. Oh, and I got a relic for that. The relic of the claw. Deal increased strike damage for a duration after I disable someone. What's the ICD? Not listed.
Anytime, newcomer.
That seems alright. 7%? Assuming you can just keep it up. What does a disable count as for that context, though? I think it's only, like, days and above. Or maybe a mob's on the list.
What is it?
Straight to the matter. Wayfinders waste no time on windy hellos. Pleasantries be
windy
damned.
hellos.
I see Malice has gotten you up to speed on our communications.
She gifted it to me to keep in touch. A neat device, for sure.
So you waited for me to walk here when you could have called me?
And forego a chat face to face? When you're a stone's throw away? Besides, I imagine it gets tiresome being always reachable. Surely one needs uninterrupted time with their thoughts. Speaking of life's interruptions, my paw requires a favor. Some small task for which he finds you fit. Said to meet him in the lower waterfalls at an old place of ours. Making my way over now. I'll see you there.
Okay.
By the way, I'd make haste if I were you. My paw values promptness. Lateness won't anger him, but it surely won't impress him. I speak not from experience.
Is a paw like a master or a teacher or a leader, or is it like a parent?
I heard things are going smoothly with the Lowlanders, Wayfinder. That's good. I'd love to talk. Probably best done in person.
Okay.
We'll need to be quick. I have a standing invitation with the Claw. Might know about you-know-who.
About waiting sorry specifically. Yeah, I'm really interested to go back to Fro there. Obviously, my papa, like if I'm a Southern American or whatever, I might be talking about my daddy, my pa. But and this even spelled the same, isn't it? P-A-W. But I don't think that's what they mean. It might be parent, or it might be like, I don't know, just leader or whatever. It could just be like I'm a black belt, you're a brown belt kind of thing, you know. He's my senpai. I am the kohai. Yeah, ma and pa. That's it, exactly. Okay, also, yeah, somebody reminded me to level up. Thank you. So we will learn 9 lives and reduce our full damage. I guess we're a cat, so somewhat makes sense. Or we're not a cat, we're riding a cat. Okay, available points 0. So we want to keep an eye on that. Alright, we're just getting cooking here. Woo! Okay, so, I guess just waypoint back to the moon camp. Really curious what he has to say. There's a letter to Fro. Did I read this? Yeah, I did. It was from Galrath. Yeah, Galrath pointing out that Isgarin hid a bunch of the journals.
Ah, there you are. Tell me, how are the Lowland Coden?
They're a little skeptical, but welcoming. Some creature has them on edge.
My ward has reported the same, the good and the mysterious. Strangers pending. I'm glad it's going well. Now, as for your second mission, any sign of her?
I think so, yeah.
Not yet.
Ugh.
Though that barbed veil character definitely turned a few heads.
It's a journey, not a race. Haven't gotten much more out of Isgarin myself. I asked Dagda about her departure. Claims that it was a building reaction to the deaths of Voss and Akeem, former court members. Started isolating herself.
Yeah, what about the crazy dreams?
She was detached from the rest of them, left a note before she fled. But that's all I've gotten so far. I'll let you know if anything else.
Oh, I just had another thought. Okay, so
before you head back to the village, Vanak wanted to speak with you about something. A couple rift sightings outside of.
Oh, here we go.
Probably good to stay on top of that.
Cryptus, you think?
Maybe not. Could be the strangers. But I bet the Coden would appreciate it. Could swing them to joining the Alliance.
Yeah, I don't like how blasé he is about that. Hold on. Isn't kind of the whole... isn't the whole thing about the Astral Ward that they were really seriously about these incursions? Like, that's what they lived and breathed for, right? And so, what, do they not have knowledge about other kinds of incursions that might happen? Are they just chill about it? It seems a bit strange to me. Anyway, I kind of feel like I do have a hint about Waiting Sorrow, and that's that, you know, I have this theory that she might have founded these people. That would have been a nice moment where I could have had a dialogue option. I feel like I'm not really getting many of those. You know, where I could say yes or sort of present an idea to him. There was something else. Okay, and I also had another idea, another thought about where this expansion might be going. When you look at the Coden and you look at the voice and the claw, and the fact that the voice communes with the mists and some of them go fucking mad, I think that's a really interesting storyline that they've never really expanded on. But maybe what we'll find out is that what's causing them to go crazy is one of these other realities or whatever that these incursions are Like, we might get the truth of that, you know, that there's some connection to the code and that one of these other dimensions has. And maybe it's Titan related? I don't know. Or they're two stories overlapping or something? I'm going to assume I read those notes. I was overwhelming temptation there to... Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the portal to DR. No. Okay.
The feline companions of the Lowlanders. What do they call them?
Journeykin. I heard that one attacked a scouting party. The one I met was quite darling.
They're cute, but I'm also getting some strange readings. Nothing bad, just odd.
Yeah, like, talk to me about...
As a species, they seem to possess some type of magic.
They are magic.
I don't know how that magic manifests, but the vision crystal in my pocket nearly popped when I got close to one. So I looked into it. And you know which creature has a similar magical composition? The Warclaw.
Wait, no. Truly? From the mist?
What's the Warclaw we built unique?
Yes, and we know that Warclaws are bound by potent souls. What if these creatures are their origin?
This is interesting, hearing them allude to the world versus world lore. Usually that's very isolated, and they kind of try to not discuss it much. But they are. Anyway, yeah, so why are these magical... Are we going to find out that the Massart built Warclaws? And these are like the leftovers of their civilization, just wandering around? We know that they created those other minor constructs, you know, like the Jade constructs and stuff. What? Where is this asking me to go? I guess we're going back towards that cave, guys. Let's see here. I guess we're going to take a swim. Oh my god, we can just fly. Holy shit. Okay, what? I just guessed that that might be what's going on. Again, I didn't realize that this was a part of the update. I thought that was going to be a mastery I'd unlock. Wow. So we don't have much vertical, but we got huge amounts of horizontal movement. This feels really cool. I like this. This is basically like a triple jump raptor. A bit griffin-y. Oh, that was cool. Whoa, okay. Lesser minions defeated. Oh, we have a rift. Oh, I can just feel it in my bones that we're about to get a story step that says, go close a rift, and we will have already done one. You guys ready for it? Because it's coming. I want quicker acting utility skills. I want one's going to be a stun break. I want a bit more like resustain. And I want utilities that I can press fast, because I don't like pressing utilities. I don't like wasting cast time. I might turn Untamed off. Also, yeah, we have the pet bug right now, so we're way weaker than we could be. And I'm not alone. There is a commander here. Artisan of Arms, the Ranger's Mace. That's last expansion. Alright, what on earth? What's going to come out of this? Ready? Titan spawn can be lured out of hiding. So they're not just Titans, they're Titan spawn. We've changed the name slightly. Is that because they are slightly different creatures? So, what does this mean, right? If there's Titans in another reality, is there another foundry of some kind out there? Someone else has built another sort of foundry? Wouldn't it be kind of interesting and ironic if some of the surviving Massart that fled from the Elder Dragons had decided, fuck it, we'll make our own Titans? Because another big hallmark of the Massart, right, is they hide. They're slippery. They're like the Asura of the past. Very manipulative, very cunning. Couldn't even see them. So they're not going to tip their hand when they don't have to. I like the idea that they basically just are creating their own Titan army and refuse to show up themselves. They're just sending them through. There's something very, like, delightful about that. Machiavellian, almost. I actually, guys... Oh, what's it called? It's called The Prince. I didn't know anything about Machiavelli's The Prince until, what, last month or so? But it's basically... It's a book he wrote. In a very turbulent... I think 15th century, very turbulent time in Italy. Where there'd been a lot of, like... killings and beheadings and like political turmoil and upheaval. And anyway, so he wrote this book called The Prince, and he addresses you, the reader, and he basically says, okay, you're the prince of a new nation. What do you do to be a successful leader? And it's a really cynical, really like pragmatic, like depressing kind of book that basically says shit like, okay, people like to be treated. If people disagree with you, you can't disagree back a little bit. You either have to completely adopt their viewpoint or destroy them. He's very all or nothing. It's quite an interesting sounding piece, and it's like so dark and such a grim view of how you should rule and stuff. I think in recent years, people basically have said, look, this is unlikely to be true. He wrote this like almost like a satire. And I think I think I read that people in Italy who do read it are basically told as a fact that it's satirical. But I don't know whether it's true or not. Anyway, so that, and nowadays we say like Machiavellian in terms of like just political intrigue. But it's not really accurate to what the book really was like.
Thanks for stopping by. Know you're busy, but I'd like your eyes on this one.
Yeah, I'd never read it.
Not sure how much Frode said, but we've had a few rift sightings in the area. Don't think it's Cryptus, but I'm not thrilled. That's something you can look into.
Of course.
Yeah, I just did. Look at this. Look, see, what did I just say? Okay, use the Heart of the Obscure to track and close rifts. This is... Okay, so hold on, but the Heart of the Obscure. So if I didn't play Secrets of the Obscure, what would happen right now? How would I scan for a rift? Would they teach me all about the heart? Would they give me the heart? What do you guys think?
Moon Camp seems to be in working order. I was expecting at least some damage, warping it from such a distance.
Don't know why we didn't glide it from the northern bay, though. Would have been a smoother journey.
We needed to maintain at least a little subtlety, Barath. We would have scared the fur off the Lowlanders' backs.
Guess you're right.
I like that little detail about what is probably quite a big event of them teleporting this over here. Well, maybe not that big. The end justifies the means comes from Machiavelli. What, the prince specifically? I mean, I get that that's like the vibe. Oh man, okay, so we gotta do rifts now. Now here's the thing, it just did ping one, but how does it appear on my map exactly? Does it stay on there, or do I just have to follow? Alright, well it's telling me to go over here. Okay, I think it's this heart here. The heart event icon that's appeared here. Right, let's go. How long into the sessions are we? Today I've been going nearly 3 hours, and I feel awful because these are going to be 3-hour-ish episodes, and I figured that would be enough to get something meaty, some meaty story progression each time. But I shit you not, we've done maybe 2 story steps. Okay, no, maybe a little bit more than that, but not much. Yeah, if you guys want to do this riff with me, I would very much appreciate it. On the plus side, I will end this soon, and for people who are watching the playlist mode, in mere moments, I'll be back with a better build. Which will be nice. Or maybe it doesn't matter to you guys watching as much as it does to me playing, but I like it to be smooth. But yeah, I really get the impression I'm right at the start of the X-Pack really here. We've unlocked 2 of the major features, I can tell you that much. Warclaw and Spears. The Homestead we haven't. Does anybody know if I'm vaguely close to getting a Homestead? Because if I am, I might try to aim for that. I could almost imagine, though, that the Homestead would come at the end of the map. Surely we spend a bunch of time with these guys, really get to know them, and then we end up living with them. We're still just essentially strangers as it is right now. Now, it's saying close rifts. I wonder how many it wants me to do. Oh, I'm being told I am close in-game. I'm very close. So maybe it's just we'll close these rifts and then they'll be like, oh, thanks for that. Here, do you want a house? If only it could be that easy in real life, guys, right? Oh my god, the spear autos ricochet. Oh. Wait, do they ricochet? What the fuck was clipping that? No, I don't think it does ricochet. I think I was hitting it with someone else. Not sure what. Kind of close, but at this pace we'll get there in 2 weeks. Well, no, you got to remember though, like, there's a lot we're learning for the first time here. As we go along, you know, later episodes won't necessarily be like that. Also, I wonder if I should buy something from the vault. You get my 6th weekly objective in the next 2 days. Gathering resources, maybe? Something like that. Alright, we get the big boss. I've just realised now, I didn't even really register what came out. It was a Titan that came out. This is a Shambler. Yeah, a big thing about the Titans in Guild Wars 1 was that they did change physicality based on where they were. These all seem to look the same. Just based on like knowledge of the real world development of the thing, I wouldn't expect too many variations. Alright, there you go, that's the second incursion. Alright, they only want me to do 2, it looks like. Oh, and there's one right here. Okay. And we can fly on our Warclaw again. This makes me feel like, what is it, Kitsune or whatever? Just gracefully leaping through the world. Wow, my Warclaw hit pretty hard there, that pack. I don't know what I want to pay off my stealth ambush on. The 2 feels pretty good. I might change the way my Sylvari looks as well. Less pastel shaped. This is a long shot. But do you guys know if they added new character creation options with this X-Pack? It feels like let alone, fuck not doing new races, it seems like they don't even really do stuff like that, do they? There's just no thing in Guild Wars that looks back at previous content really on any level. So we go, one more Mist Rift. Pull it out. It's weird, he's climbing out of the ground as well. They're not climbing out of actual rifts in the sky. These rifts feel different. They're rifts in the floor, right? The very nature of the rifts feel different to the Secrets of the Obscure ones. That's a nice touch to help make it feel like a distinct thing. Of course, we could run around in a Coden combat tonic. That'd be quite cool, actually, and I have one. I have 2, I think. Let's see. Novelties. Toys. Yeah, here. I think Coden. Oh, I have just the one. What's my hotkey for that? F1 is chair. F2 is... sure. Something. It's F5. Yeah. One Coden meets another. There's got to be a scene where the old Coden meet the new ones. Surely. There's got to be a scene. Alright, let's speak with another. Yeah, nice, guys. Oh shit, look, it's the new one. Oh my god, and the spear looks cool. Which spear is that? Is that from the X-Pack? I like how everyone's standing around with spears. Oh no, this guy's got a great sword. It's pretty nice. Okay, back upstairs. Dude, the whole thing is a salmon. That's good. That's very good. I'm enjoying chat quite a lot today. Oh, was it downstairs? Shit. Oh, of course this is the problem though. This is so high on my list of QOL requests now. When I'm on a combat tonic, on an infinite tonic, a combat tonic specifically, if I want to mount, it should detonic me and put me on the mount. Well, okay. Number 1 request would be that I'm on the mount in the tonic. I would love to look as a Coden riding it. If that's not possible or easy, I'd love it to toggle off, and then the inverse should happen when I get off. Same as like when you have minions, right? It will preserve them, or facets, and then you should have your, because it's so annoying. It kind of killed the combat tonics. POF was amazing, and mounts were amazing. If you guys remember, Season 3 was when they started doing combat tonics. Really good reward scheme idea. Very, very, very good. huge untapped potential, to be honest. It's just as they were getting rolling with it, mounts came out and they've not cleaned it up. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot with something that was very cool. And like just in practice, these are clunky to use. You know, they should round that stuff out, and then they can really turn the screws on like I believe in like legendary combat tonics and stuff. Like, why the fuck not? We should have randomizers for them. The works. I would go crazy for that stuff. I'm gonna go crazy for this homestead as well. I'll tell you now. So we don't want to go too low. We want to go low, but not too low over here. Like putting all my NPCs and stuff. Oh, I hope I don't feel too limited when I get in there.
Huh. Definitely not Cryptus, but I'm not sure what they are. Thanks.
I'm not sure I
I'll
like
pass
this
it up
voice.
the chain.
Seems a bit too disinterested or something. I don't know. Not that everybody needs to be hyper. Like a certain someone. I'm speaking about myself there. Large stash. Thank you. And another mastery point as the story continues. Meet with Stoic Alder at Hearth's Glow, the old overgrown homestead. Oh, I see. They're not giving us a nice house. It's not a new build, you know. It's moldy and drafty and experiencing subsidence. Oh, and by the way, you can have the house, but not the ground under the house. Sorry. Alright. Jesus, it's far away. What the fuck? Whoa. Alright, we're going on an adventure here. Do you know what this is like to me? This right here? This feeling of unfogging a kind of delta-y area as I move in from the right. This is just like an experience I've had a billion times in Guild Wars 1, which is on Istan. In Guild Wars 1, when you're here, you like come in from the Astralarium or whatever, and you like unfog the map as you travel through like this. This is how this feels to me right now. Is that an odd comparison to make? I mean, look at that. That's immediately what came to my mind there. Weird, I know. Right, how do we get on there without a Springer?
Reap and sow in time with nature's rhythms. One must listen and then imitate.
Before you go,
But
collect
most
honey
lack the
flowers.
patience.
Well,
you, I sense, are cut from a different cloth.
There's only so
Soaring
many.
Crest, farming master. May the wind guide you here again soon.
Oh, books are fun. I can't imagine anyone around 50k AP is still opening those boxes of fun and getting any kind of novelty satisfaction out of them. What can I do? Some of these crops are infested with... Oh, yeah, we know all this. We've done this. Listen, Oh, here's the Golden Trimmed Journal. This has been a bit of a snargle episode for the books. I've stumbled upon the most bewitching alcove in the forest, tucked between roaring aqueous falls and trees that pierce their... Hold on. Snargle is not going to be my neighbour, is he? It's not me in a little homestead and I look across the road and he's living there. And oh my god, am I moving into his old house? Has he left now and I'm moving into his house? And my hosts, oh my, what souls they are. A village of Coden hidden beyond just beyond the gaze of Divinity's Reach. Nice, they mentioned that it's close. It's quite a small village, although size means nothing when the heart is true. My hosts seemed quite quizzical about my presence at first, but their leader, Stoic Alder, stoic indeed, assured me that I was more than welcome to rest in their den, and rest I have. The views are seductive, their hot springs melt away the soreness of muscles, leaving one numb but weightless. The sense of danger is just enough to make my walks between my homesteads at night titillating. Oh my god. Do you know what that makes me think of? There's that video that did the rounds on Reddit of a guy out on a run, like he lived in California, and like a mountain lion started hunting him, stalking him while he's on his run, and it's him filming as he's trying to back up. Yeah, that sounds amazing, Snargle. You need a bit of danger, don't you? The embrace of the rugged... It's like a harrowing video. The embrace of the rugged wilderness is what my soul desired, and I embraced it right back. Oh, that's actually nice. There was no smut at all there. This is just a man having his soul nurtured. This villager has a haggard look in his eyes. Huh. Stay strong. Wait, this isn't literally the homestead, is it? It feels very homesteady here right now. I want that vista. Yeah, the flowers, I don't even know where they spawn, really. So it's all well and good to say go get a bunch, but... I mean, maybe I can get them from the TP. Oh, why did I do that? Let's watch it. Thank God I can re-click these. Bit rude, WP, trying to read a book out loud right next to a bear trying to sleep. I don't need to worry about them just yet. I have time to harvest some. Okay. Not this instance, but the next one. Well, I guess what I was concerned about is, based on that chat message, was that maybe I need the 10 flowers to unlock the homestead.
Think anyone noticed if we take a strategic detour around the hot springs?
I give it 2 minutes for Barb Vale and show up to drag our limp corpses back to the drill yard. By the ears.
Interesting. Help frantic hummingbird tend to the garden. Water plants, pick weeds and fruits. Use insecticide on infested plants. This has been a very cozy adventure, hasn't it? The Autumn's Veil. I like that name. It does. The whole thing has kind of that late summer sort of vibe, you know? And when did it release, guys? Oh, geniuses. Runoff taint. That one doesn't sound so pleasant. We've all had runoff taints.
Oh, that's perfect now.
Oh, God.
Take a good big smell of that pot. Good enough for the Night Sun Festival.
Val Raven's
You're a
perch.
real friend of the Bearkin, aren't you? When I serve this up, I'll tell the council you helped make it.
I'm lost. Okay, it's north, and there's a new waypoint up here. It's interesting. It's like the settlements kind of blend together in a way, and I quite like that. It feels like, you know, there's the slightly more built-up areas, but everything's kind of habitat. You know, what's the word? Inhabited. Like, there's lots of these steads around.
Tonight, something special for our Skywatcher friends.
Who are the Sky
Have
Watchers?
any of you heard the story of the Bog's heiress?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, this is so much better than the Secrets of the Obscure maps. It just occurred to me, right, that what is this series going to be? Am I going to do 100% of everything? It kind of felt very feasible in Secrets of the Obscure, in terms of just that first map exploration, because it was just a couple of islands, you know? Let's just do this linear little island, and then this island, then this island. Here, it's like, I just wandered a huge way, and it felt like there was stuff everywhere. Look at all this shit everywhere. And I'm sort of realising, well, I can't chronicle it all just on that first little playthrough. We have to be able to keep moving. And it's funny, that's such a stark difference to what we did with Secrets of the Obscure. This feels really good. I would actually put this a little bit over even some of the End of Dragons exploration areas. Okay, so continue our story. So we're on step 3 now, guys. Home sweet home. Oh, hold on, I'm going to do these solo. I'm really sorry, and I don't mean to be rude leaving the party like that. Oh my god, we instantly got a request. I'm sorry about that, guys, but I'm going to do these solo just so that I can completely control the pace without feeling bad about people getting bored and stuff. There's probably nothing for it in you anyway to... Oh my god, the lighting's amazing. Whoa, okay, the frames are really high. This is definitely the homestead. This, immediately... This feels quality. You can tell that this is a map, right? That they've been very careful about the frames, that the assets and the difference are going to drag. Like, I can feel. And it looks really good. And it looks very distinct. Holy shit. So, I mean, literally, I'm like, I haven't even moved yet, but I can tell that I'll be interested in new homesteads. Even if they're from the gem store. In Fallout 76, they do this kind of thing. Like, you can buy instances that you build houses in. They call them, workshops? No. What the fuck do they call them? It's not your camp. It's your... I can't remember. Anyway. This is good. This looks good. Looks very pretty. I like the colours. Is there a day-night cycle here?
You punctuality.
There shouldn't be, I think, unless you had decorations to change it.
Sorry I'm late. The Astral Ward called me to check in on something.
A busy figure you must be. Don't worry. Pokey tells me of the positive impression you've made in town. He may seem adrift in his own world, but he's a keen observer. Takes after me in that regard. As you've proven rather neighborly, I've an offer to extend.
There is day
This
night and you can toggle it
property on
nice. Can
which
you pause it?
stand belongs to my family. In recent years, it's become unsuited to our needs. Rather than leave it in disrepair, I thought it might serve as a convenient home base during your stay. All I ask in return is that you tend to it. Admittedly, I've neglected my domestic responsibilities. Graciously, Pokey has tried to care for it on my behalf. But his pace of work has always been unhurried. Afraid he gets that from me as well. Have a look around then. See if the place suits you.
Wow, I mean, it does suit. This is cool. So I can get all this. By the way, that story there does not eliminate the possibility that Snargle was here for a while. Oh my lord. You know, I watched the trailers for the Homestead. I did. And I thought it was a lot... This is just how cynical I got. A lot of, like, this expansion's press and stuff. Like, I see it and I read the facts and I'm like, yeah, these are good decisions they're making. I like them. But it's always, like, a dispassionate thing. Which is what made it hard to make videos about the press before they were coming out. You know, the information before they came out. Because I just thought, these are good, but it didn't really stir much of me. I'm actually sitting here playing this now. I'm like, this is really good. Like, I actually feel that, oh, nice, kind of, you know, look at this. You can't just watch a YouTube video and, like, you got to get in game and play this. Hello up there. What I'm most excited to do here is put other characters in here.
Oh, the Wayfinder arrives. I bet this is a change from your typical to-dos. 1 minute waging battle, the next relegated to chores. Oh, quite fortunate for us, though. This place has seen a lot, and so have we. Been intending to ask my friends for a hand with all this, but a riveting offer it is not. Sparring? Nah, come help Pokey Dust. That's where the true fun resides.
You have all your mules in the back room,
sneak
that's
up
funny.
here, try to get a little done myself, but take
There are
my
dust
time
mites.
with things I do.
We need to clean these up.
Every so often I fall into a swift pace, but then I come across some remaining trinket of my mother's and, well, I understand why my pa rather keep his distance from this place.
If I go downstairs, they might be hinting at something. What, down it? Oh my god, there's a cobweb. Wait, so can I clean this stuff up? Like, is this a mix of decoration and arborstone? Where, like, the base structure I can manipulate. But then, obviously, I can put my own structures and things down. Wow. The Cottage That Ran Away by Poised Arrow, Pokey. This worn storybook looks to have been written and decorated by a cub. A small paw print adorns the cover. There was once a sleepy, abandoned cottage on the edge of Harvest Den, but this cottage was different from all the others. It had legs. They were long as a heron's and as strong as if they belonged to the fastest journeykin in the Derby. But legs weren't the only thing that made the cottage special. It also snored, Long and loud into the night, some bearkin neighbours complained that the cottage kept them awake all night. Between its thunderous snores and the coughs of smoke that wheezed from its chimney, the village bearkin were fed up with all the noise. One morning, the neighbours knocked on the cottage door, or at least they tried to, but the cottage stood so tall on its legs that nobody could even reach the front stoop. A few bearkin tried climbing the legs, but the cottage was ticklish. It shook so mightily with laughter that the bearkin could hardly make it a few claw lengths up without falling off. So the bearkin got a new idea. They tossed stones at the cottage door, trying to make knocking sounds. This seemed to get its attention, until one stone missed and accidentally broke the cottage window. Ouch! The cottage shrieked as broken glass streamed down its front like teardrops. That's quite an image. The bearkin called out their apologies, but it was too late. In a huff, the cottage stormed off, stomping as many of the bearkin's flower beds and gardens as it could along the way. Thought that was going to get very dark there and it was going to stomp on them. For many moons, none of the village bearkin knew where the cottage went. Some rumours said it had been spotted in the bog, but no one worked up the courage to go check. Indeed, the cottage had found a secret spot near the bog's edge, where no one could cause it any more trouble. Until, one day, a strange woman appeared on the cottage's front stoop. How she had scaled its legs to the height of the stoop, even the cottage was unsure. "Poor thing," she said, her voice full of forced pity. "Those awful bearkin can be so cruel," she cooed. And through some strange show of odd gestures and harsh sounds, she mended the cottage window. The cottage was shocked and confused, but most of all, happy. Though the broken window was an accident, and the truth was that the cottage hadn't felt this loved since before its builder had left it so long ago. In a tremendous whoosh of warm, dusty air, the cottage swung open its door, welcoming the woman inside. "A bit dusty, but you'll do quite nicely for my needs here in the bog. Yes, quite nicely." She smiled a sour smile, then shut the door behind her with a surprising gentleness. From then on, she oft made herself at home in the cottage. Is this where Livia was all these years? She made herself at home in the cottage. Every visit, the cottage invited her in with a cozy fire in the warm light of the hearth, and here she'd roost lazily by the window, scouring for unlucky bearkin lost wandering in the bog alone. At the end of the story, a note in much neater handwriting reads, "Spooky and creative, a fine story, pokey, imaginative as always." Obviously it's fiction, written by the kid, and it's not bad. But I'm obviously wondering what influenced the kid to write it. Does it speak to some truth about the real world? I don't know. I quite like it. Spooky and creative. I like this thing about the homestead with legs. I wonder if ArenaNet at one point were toying with the idea that you can take your homestead with you to each new X pack and they were going to write a story about how it could move or something. I don't know. It's nice. That's all I can say about that. Do you think it's foreshadowing of someone? Well, I guess I'll see that as the story goes along. Some Baba Yaga shit. It is a bit Baba Yaga. It's very witchy, right? I was thinking witch, and then I was thinking this kind of maybe Livia was here for years or something. Because that is the sort of question. Oh, this is nice. This reminds me of the Heart of Thorns Vine Wall pre-order bonus. Do you guys remember that? It's such a small decoration. Spud has hundreds of them, so you can finally do something good with them. But, I mean, Christ. Okay, so I've investigated the... No, I haven't. Investigate the glinting object in the corner. It's upstairs in the corner. Like, how does this work? Can I change... What can I affect? I guess that's a question. There's a broom there. Are they going to ask me to pick that up? I found a keepsake. Show it to Stoic Order. Hello?
You found this here.
I found something. Oh, I got my pet back.
This place is no longer home to me. But perhaps it can be for you. I have no need for it any longer.
and I am certain it has none for me.
Well, what was a keepsake? Tell me. Accept stoic order's generous gift. Oh my god, I get a choice! And it's personality system choice. Nice. Well, what do you say? We can be dignified. I'd be honoured to look after this place. I can be charming. Your mate would be happy to see this place in all its glory. I accept. Or I can be ferocious. You bet your ferry behind I'll take this homestead. Is that ferocious, is it? Come on, we can have a bit more tooth than that, can't we? Alright, I'll be dignified.
An explanation is not owed, but it has been earned.
This is gorgeous, by the way. I love that
I
image.
made long ago.
What the
for
fuck?
my mate. Silken Weir was her name. A small gift for bringing our little arrow into the world. As a cub, our son would paw at it in play when she held him. On one such occasion, I overheard her tell him, "One day, when you've grown strong and wise, like your paw, I'll make you this arrow's keeper. Then soar you shall, poised and unwavering, on a path of your own making. All these years, still, she makes me laugh, like your paw. When forever, it's been clear, the arrow of our lives, who I see more of in our son every day, was her. Then, Jormag came
Jormag.
and went. And so did she. Sentimental as I am, I thought she wore this piece off to battle. But clearly now, I see why she left it. For no matter what fate would befall her, her promise to our son she'd keep, that she made sure of. When my son finds himself sickened by grief, I tell him, allow the feeling. Let it wash over you. For when the tide recedes, and it will, it weakens, till it has no power left with which to pull you. I tell him this while I stand ashore, with my own back turned to the sea.
So he refuses to move on in his own way. You know, he doesn't follow the advice for himself. That was very moving and very well written. I really liked that. That was very, very sweet. And for just like a sort, you know, a note not about the emotion of it, I like that they're still showing there were real consequences to the Elder Dragons. You know, here we see how Jormag fucked with their lives here. That's so beautiful as well. And all the nature imagery in comparisons, lovely. Okay, we've unlocked the Conjured Doorway. This ability is accessed from the Mastery skill palette, which is this when we right-click it, and opens a door to your that's the first time I've heard the word palette to describe these, but okay. And opens a door to your homestead almost anywhere interior using the magic of the Astral Ward. It is only available in open world maps. Now, I believe I've read that there are different doors you can get. Is that right? Here we go. Summon Conjured Doorway. It's got 600 range. I'm already here, so yeah, okay. It's not too elegant. They should have given us the doorway when we were outside and had us demonstrate using it. But okay. Now what is this? Tidy the house. Shoo away the critters living inside. Get rid of any pests in the crops. Haul boulders from the farm field to the quarry. And remove debris from the river and fix the fishing traps. I assume all of that will amount to just pressing F, going on a tour and pressing F. So go a bit of rubble dealt with. And have my bird help me deal with that bush. Actually, that was quite good, meleeing the bush with a spear. I feel like I should have a scythe staff skin for it, though. Brambles, weeds. So this, I think, is actually a plot that... By the way, I really enjoy this. This might be once per account. I don't know. Oh, it's cool. They actually have the animations of them receding as well, instead of just disappearing. Yeah, these, I think, is what we grow our stuff in for Ascended Cooking. Which I barely do anything of, and... I don't know. Sort of would love ArenaNet to take another look at one day, but... can deal with these brambles here.
Really a moment.
Whoa! With you in merely a moment, said Poised Arrow. Oh, he's just upstairs. So hold on, why did they all finish all at once? Did I just do 8 and then it just did the rest for me? Like when you ding a heart and then it will just finish the stuff. So clear up the dust. Scare off the rat. Deal with the wasp damage. That reminds me of the POF where you, after you get past the wall in the rainy area. Pretty sure there was wasp damage in that town. Right at the start of the desolation, basically, is what I'm talking about. Put a fire in the hearth. Nice. A little bit more dust away in this corner. That's a big old cobweb over there. Let's deal with that. Do you see me continuously pressing 3? It's because my instinct is to think of this like a greatsword. And when I'm trying to get movement, my muscle memory just immediately has me press 3.
Just a second more.
Okay. Anything downstairs? Doesn't seem to be. Let's head outside. My minimap says that there's nothing going on in the house anymore. Oh man, there's even this cool like little conservatory place. I'd love to set a PC up, like a workroom, under a glass roof, because it's just so cool, like being in a conservatory when it's raining or whatever. Just imagine a nice conservatory room. That's where you got your PC. It's very cool. Just fill it with plants, have a fish tank or something in there, and then stream on a rainy day. Now that's peace right there to me. Though it might get in the microphone. WP, what's that background noise? Yeah, it's a storm, sorry. I also like the idea of doing like face cam and then but you have one pointed out the window so people can see the weather. You're there for gaming content. I'll show you the weather. Okay, well there are drakes. Nice classic Queensdale drakes. A little bit of nostalgia there. I'm happy with those. Floating debris. I like the colours here. Very white and then on the top of the rock painted with the lichen or whatever. It's interesting, I guess the first homestead is in like a tundra biome then, really. More debris? Yeah, 2 more bits of debris. I guess since we can't interact with it all, I'm going to choose just the most important bits. We're going to have to deal with more crop pests in a second. And also... But when they did the pet update, guys, did they do anything for... Hold on, this is harpoon gun. This isn't spear, this is harpoon gun. Oh no, it's the same. Oh wow, we're literally not weapon swapping when we go underwater. Weird. That's so interesting. Oh no, we are. It's because I never swapped from Kamali Kotaku. Oh, I really like the frames. It's a real pleasure to play Guild Wars. This is one of the things I always like about like the smaller maps. Oh, when it's just rock solid and it feels really smooth. It's so pleasant. Take out these termites. They could do some really complicated... Do you remember that termite mechanic in like Blood Tide? Like on the top left. Or am I thinking about... No, I'm thinking about Sparkfly. I always get to that heart on a map comp and then just get very confused and frustrated that like it's not free and easy to just press F and win. That you have to like get on a turret, shoot a mound, kill a termite, pick it up, throw the meat in a fire. I think that's like the order you have to do to get progress or something. Okay. Another mound out. I might have cancel cast that by moving. I think I did, yeah. For our last one, let's pick that grub out. Over here, look at this. Actually, that's not going to be our last one, is it? Well, let's haul a boulder. We didn't haul any boulders. So we take the boulder to the quarry. Aha! Let's get a mix of everything going. Let's not miss out.
Almost done.
Speaking of the quarry, this is like the Guildhall mines. Oh man, this reminds me. ArenaNet did so well with the Guildhall shit in Heart of Thorns. Like, in terms of just raw stuff that they had there. Like, the systems didn't last long term. There wasn't any, like, longevity to what they did. Which kind of was disappointing, but wow. That was always so satisfying, you know, building those up. I'd love to have more purpose for Spud and things to do with Spud in game.
Shaping up quite nicely. Though a bit of decoration would give it a true feeling of home. You'd be wise to speak with Deft Lahar, our Homestead master. Decoration is one of the Lowlands' finest traditions. Quite fond of it myself. I'll be happy to provide suggestions. Been told I have an eye for this sort of thing.
Oh, well, there we go. You'd like to be able to change the seasons? To me, that's crossing the line now, though, of, like, that's more other homesteads, I think. I don't need to see a summer and a winter tundra and stuff. I'd rather just have a totally different homestead in a snowy environment or whatever. By the way, there's a POI here in this barn that I haven't managed to get. I swore I came in here. I think we had to, yeah, we just had to get in here deep. See, like, there's a workshop, there's a mine. It's very Guildhall-y, isn't it, really? So there we go. So we've kind of unlocked the homestead. We've been there at least. But yeah, these episodes are supposed to be 3 hours, and it's... last I looked at the clock, it was 5 past. It's half past now. So we've kind of ran out of time here, guys. So I'm going to stop it there, all right? This will be a bit of a cliffhanger for the next episode. Next episode, I presume we'll get more on the main story, obviously. And the very first thing we will do is finish up this Homestead collection. It looks like we'll be learning about decorations and trying some of that stuff out and crafting some things. So I will see you guys for the very next episode as we continue along in the Janthir Wilds. Just want to say thank you so much to everybody in chat. Thank you to those of you who enjoyed episode 1 as well. One thing I should have said in episode 1 and probably in this one as well is if you guys do like the look of the expansion, I have a link in the description. If you use that to buy the game, I get a kickback from that, and it is massively helpful and useful to me. Obviously, I'm a small YouTube channel. It would be a huge, huge, huge support if you did that. So thank you very much. And I will see you guys on the next part for more adventures through the tundras. And thanks for the advice and stuff, guys. And it's all been spoiler-free and amazing. If you want to get in contact with me in the meantime, you can join the Discord. You can drop a comment. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, yeah, a guild invite. If you want to join the guild for any reason, throw me a mail. I think that's it. Thank you, guys. It's been lots of fun. Oh, and I have a new build when we start playing tomorrow. Well, in 2 days. So take care, guys. I'll see you for Zeus tomorrow. Have a good one. Yeah, I'll try to get those flowers too.